All right, everybody, how's everybody in the chat doing? Just doing a quick mic check before we get started. All right, I think we're ready to go. Is it working? Yeah, perfect. All right, so welcome to the stream, everybody. We are doing the meta crafting, of course. This time around, we're shifting away from Lilith, although I do have some new tech for that I'll probably announce maybe this stream or next stream, or the following stream. I still haven't decided my schedule, but this stream is going to be about the PK Fire deck. So this was by popular request from last stream, and yes, I do count 1 out of 1 request as popular. So this is the PK Fire deck. Basically, in summary of what it is basically Phantom Knights with a mix of Burning Abyss to add a little flair to it, you know, a little flame, and using those engines to basically net enough advantage and enough power to just overwhelm your opponents. Pretty simple. How the combos line go may be linear, but it's still something we gotta pick up on. But let's go ahead and talk about what this deck in particular is. So this deck has garnered 9th place in the remote duel, which is hence the title. Let's make the 9th best deck in the format meta. Probably not entirely accurate by a sample size of 1, but you know, you gotta get your, you know, stats somewhere. And so I could try to show you, like, basically not the deck profile, because I already copied as much as I could. I did not manage to capture the side deck in time. Yes, this is kind of like, what am I going to come up this stream, and this is kind of what I came up with. I do have some ideas as to where I could take it. But let's talk about his build for a moment. So he has triple tour guide. I believe this is like the best summon you can have for this deck. Unfortunately, though, it is very susceptible to like Ash, Valor, Imperms, which is why it's like been in and out of these decks. It's still a very powerful card to like get you a level 3 and then another level 3 that could be any extender, not even extender, sorry, there's like graveyard fuel. So like not the silent boots, the like Graph, the Seer is basically what you're going to be targeting for to get that advantage later on. But with that, actually, what would the tour guide player get? Because if I'm seeing Seer and Graph, that's late game setup. I guess tour guide into tour guide, but that feels bad. Maybe that could be a place we could improve upon. But the way I see it right now is this goes into a combo to basically establish the Knight of Rusty Bardiche to get more advantage, get yourself a Fog Blade, get yourself more monsters on the field, and then build up a board like that. So I could probably show the combo line that I'm aware of, and we'll start from there. So let's go ahead and actually test this deck out for a little bit. Let's do it. So a hand should consist of like basically, oh, wrong deck. I was experimenting with a different deck, trying to make Diamond Dude meta. Can't really make it yet, but we'll see. Maybe the new support might get it there. We're going to this guy right here, PK Fire. Yeah, I have been experimenting with a few other decks as well, mind you. No host a duel. There you go, perfect. So we're just theory crafting right now. We'll worry about the next part later. Perfect, we have a danger, but it doesn't really matter what we discard because we have this guy, and we could just normal summon him at worst, or special summon him at best. Perfect, we'll, I don't know, pitch this card to the grave, sure. Doesn't really matter. So we have 2 level 3s, and the combo can begin from there. We go into this guy here, which then allows us to send a level 3 monster from the deck to the grave. I believe the one of choice is the Graph, or yeah, it's the Graph. So you send the Graph to the grave. That special summons a Burning Abyss from the deck to go ahead into a Seer, the second Burning Abyss in our deck. And this gives us 2 materials that add up to link 3, and that will give us our Rusty Bardiche. And because we sent the Seer afterwards, the Seer special summons a Burning Abyss from our graveyard. This happens to be a Burning Abyss, not a coincidence, I'm sure they designed it that way. So now you have this on board. And so now we could go ahead and add advantage with Rusty Bardiche, sending away the PK Fire stuff to the grave. So let's go with, I think they like to go with the boots because this searches anything. Yeah, banish this card and add 1 Phantom Knight spell or trap. Yep. So we send this to grave and we add a Phantom Knight's card to the hand, correct? Let me read Rusty just real quick, because I think that's how it works. Send a Phantom Knight card from grave to set a Phantom Knight spell directly from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. So I believe one of the options people go for is the one that special summons itself immediately to the field. this guy right here. That is one way to keep extending our combo lines to get another Phantom Knight, Shade Brigadine, and because we have no traps in the graveyard, you can activate it to turn it is set. So that's part of its effect. You can activate this card to turn it is set as long as you have no traps in the grave. So we move over here, and that's now special summoned. And then this is where I question where to extend from at this point, because this is as much of the combo as I'm aware of. You could also just be happy to set like a bunch of back row and pass on a board like this, perhaps. Actually, we could go ahead and do the Phantom Knight Silent Boots second. Oh no, we already did that, Banish. I believe if we wanted to extend further, we would have sent another Phantom Knights that could special summon itself, perhaps. So let's see. Maybe at this point we could just like link away. We can't link away. We can't link away the Rusty. I believe he is not allowed to be linked away, if I'm understanding him correctly. Cannot be used as link material. That should have been the first line, honestly. But yeah, we cannot use him as material, so we had to be using those things on board. 201 doesn't really make anything good. I don't think this version of the deck that I built here is equipped to really take advantage of this board state, but his deck profile will. We could go ahead and look into that now, but this is as much of the combo as I'm aware of, and I'm going to try to see if we can improve upon that. So let's see. Yeah, that is my default. Oh, I guess I made it my default now. We're going to top 16, and let's make that our default now. So seeing that board state there, the options we could go into is not really much, it looks like. Granted, that could be like a 2-card combo, and any 2 cards of ours that are level 3 is essentially a 2-card combo, most likely. It's just a matter of what to go to from there. I mean, we could go to Verte. To go into Verte and then do the Goon plays, that's a possibility. It is still establishing a big body, but I feel like we could do better than that. And I'm also thinking about maybe cutting the Dragoon lineup, but I see he did mention in the video. By the way, I should give credit to where credit is due. This deck profile is given by a user by the name of July TCG. So this is his deck profile that I'm using. Feel free to maybe if you want to search this YouTube video up to get a more detailed explanation. I go on to this point where I got his deck profile, and we're working with that at the moment. So let's go back to the Dueling book. What he said was that ending on boards like the Ark Rebellion or things like that, not ending, but establishing this is very weak. Not weak, but it's easy to disrupt. So something like a Verte is better to like land on, and it could deal just as much damage, of course, because it burns and it's a 3k beater. It's gonna deal damage, a lot of it, while stopping in a gate. So essentially, we could just try to establish something a little bit better than just a Dragoon from that board state, but I gotta think about what his real plan was, because a 2 and a 1 doesn't really feel good. And I'm also seeing the tour guide here not really plussing us too much, because if I'm just tour guiding into tour guide to make sure that that combo sticks, then that feels bad. Actually, that's not too bad, I suppose. To go for a tour guide and then send summon the Graph and then go into the Cherubini and then special summon the Seer, which saves us an extra step. We could use the Cherubini to send something else instead. So I guess that's not too terrible. Okay, so the tour guide probably targets the Graph most likely. And if he drew into the Graph, then that's just unfortunate. I don't think we want to summon the Seer in that case just yet. But yeah, so, I guess the deck really depends on just extending off of your cards in hand. So it's not just having 2 cards and being able to combo from there. It's having like 2, 3 level 3 monsters in the field, and then using the rest of your hand to build up into cards like Appaloosa, cards into Verte, things like that. So I gotta wonder if that is the case or not. I wish I could see some gameplay of his. I don't know if he actually shows gameplay footage of it. I'll see if he does. I'll skim through it a little bit. I think he just talks about a side deck for the rest of the video, which is fine. I should look into that as well. But this is what we're working with here, and I want to see if we could improve upon it. So tour guides are fine. I feel like that could be a weak spot in the deck though, because of course there's the traps I mentioned. Ash is a very common, like, splashable. Everybody's running this type of hand trap in their decks. So I feel like this tour guide is just bait for this. So, and maybe we could run other baits as well, like maybe a pot of not pot of, I'm thinking which one. Extravagance would be risky, but I feel like that's the only one we could justify running. There's a lot of like single cards here that build up into other cards, and especially if we banish like the Bardiche or the Cherubini, our combo lines are dead, so we can't play Extravagance in a deck like this. And I can't really think what else we could try. I mean, we could do Allure, but I don't think anybody's going to be ashing Allure. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. It's like a 1-for-1 at that point, and you'd rather ash something more powerful, like this card. Yeah, actually, this card's not even a 1-for-1. They go negative, they ash this, but it still makes it difficult to establish something without other extenders. But look how many extenders do we have realistically. Torn Skeleton has to be normal summoned or in the grave. Actually, can it summon from hand? While this card's in your graveyard, yeah, you can special summon this card. Okay, so this has to be in the grave to be that effective. You have to control Phantom Knights to special summon this. Actually, that one looks like you have to normal summon it. Yep. Same thing with this. Same thing with. Oh no! If some Phantom Knight special summon to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so it does have a way to special summon itself from the hand. So that's pretty good. Then you have Kagamusha, which when you normal summon a level 3, it special summons itself. So it's basically an extender. Jackalope, I feel like Jackalope might be excluding from the deck. I think this deck heavily relies on just spamming as much level 3 on the board as possible. So you have like your wielder, your tracker, and then your emergency teleport to summon the other one out if you already drew the other one. Chances are you're not drawing both, but there are games I'm sure you could draw both and then an emergency. That just sucks. Regardless, though, that's a very small chance. You're likely just, all these cards are basically level 3 extenders that you're just getting onto the field to make big boards. That feels weird for me, because yeah, establishing a big board is fine, but if they crack it, then you're kind of low on resources. And the theory goes that, of course, you have a graveyard effects like with the boots, with the ancient cloak. But if you're trying to make big boards, you're probably like exploding it crazy, getting everything out of your grave, trying to establish the biggest board possible to stop their plays. And that feels like it could be outed, like with the Forbidden Droplet, with a Dark Ruler no more, even with the Nibiru. Like a well-timed Nibiru could stop your plays. So it's like, yikes. How we could protect ourselves from that is another story, though. I feel like I could try to make this a more control variant, to try to get a big enough board, but not use up all of our resources out of doing so. I still question the Jackalope though, because yeah, the Tsukinoko is like you get a summon and a free draw. Not really a free draw, but you discard and draw, which is actually good for this deck. A lot of these cards trigger in the grave. But not only that, it's like the Jackalope. If you drew into the Tsukinoko and you have the Jackalope, it just does nothing. You can't special summon any other danger in your deck. But what are the chances of drawing one of each of these? So it's like maybe it's worth it just for being an extra extender. And I feel like that's a philosophy here too, but this feels more justified because you're not going to be drawing both of them and an emergency teleport. Not all of these. That's very low chance. So that we'll see about that. I feel like there are other cards that we could try to play. But all right. Actually, let me go ahead and try to play with this deck. Anybody has any thoughts so far in the chat, though? These are my thoughts currently as far as this deck goes, but I haven't really played a lot of it to know how it flows. So let's go for it. So we have a Droll. If we're going first, this is a terrible hand because all we have is a normal summon pass. Yikes. But how many extenders we have and we only drew like one level 3 monster? That feels bad. We bricked. That's kind of why I want to take the Dragoon out and try to go for something better, because damn, if we draw into like these things, it hurts. It hurts a lot. I mean, it's not terrible now that I'm thinking about it. So to the top of the deck, we have this Shade Brigadine that we could special summon to the field. We flip that over. Normal summon, and then we got ourselves at least a Link 2. I believe it's a level 4, right? Yeah, it's a level 4. So this is why he runs the Link Spider. So go into Link Spider, then go into Verte, and then make Dragoon from there, and it's just it. I mean, here you go. We have like 2 disruptors. That should be set. And that's not bad. So even if they Forbidden Droplets to Dragoon, we still have negates in the back row to stop their plays. Being able to send the Anaconda afterwards feels good as well, because they don't have an easy target to bump to. Yeah, I mean, this is not a bad hand. I'm seeing it. Of course, if the Verte gets stopped, then this kind of falls short. We're 2k life points short and nothing to show for it. So let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, ow, wow. I'm glad I'm not drawing this in a real duel. 3 dual unlocks. If we're not playing against Drytron specifically, then this hand just bites. Normal summon, special summon, and then the combos go from there. We already saw the lineup of combo, but actually let's see if we can do it better, because theory is we special summon. The board that it ends on is this, and then both the Graph and the Seer in the grave. But what do we do from there, honestly? Graph and the Seer. Where's the Seer? To the grave. But now the question comes to what the heck is supposed to happen from here. What do you have all these dead draws. What do you establish on board? Is it literally just Verte? Or can you do something better? Okay. Actually, we could probably do something better. We could do something better. So Rusty sends something that could maybe get a Phantom Knights to hand. So let's send, was it the boots? No, it was the cloak. So add a Phantom Knight card from your deck to your hand. So you could send this to the grave to add this to hand. No, not that one. I don't think that's the one we're looking for. Actually, no, maybe. No, it has to be in the graveyard to summon itself. So no, this goes back into the top. We are getting something else instead. The one that special summons when you have a monster on the field. Oh, this guy. Special summon this card from your hand if you control a Phantom Knight monster. Perfect. And that gets us the cloak anyways. So that works out just fine. Beautiful. So we special summon this. This banishes. And searching out, what are we searching out? Probably the other thing that special summons from the hand when Dueling Book ever loads. Dueling Book has been slow as of late, probably because of all the updates it's trying to push. Let's see. Let's read what this card does. Yeah. If a Phantom Knight's a special summon to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. So, okay, we banish this card, then we special summon the Silent Boots, and then we special summon the Stained Greaves. Look at that board state now. Okay, this is looking a lot better. Alright, so what do you do in a graveyard? You can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon one Phantom Knight monster from your hand. Interesting. Except this card, then you can increase its level by... Oh, I have to increase this level by 1 when I special summon it like this. So this is a level 4 and a level 3. Yikes. I was really hoping to go into an Exceeds play. Let's see if there's a better card then. This one's special summons, but only if it's in the grave, right? You can discard one. Nope, that's only in the grave. If another Phantom Knight card is in your graveyard is banished, special. Yep, nothing that says from the hand. Oh, wait a minute. I'm reading I'm doing this wrong. We can't even do that. So I did forget that it sets a spell trap directly from the deck. It doesn't give you the spell and trap or card to hand. So if that's the case, then we're probably having to go for the Shade Brigadine, which can then justify the boot this guy. Yeah. So now that we banish this card to add this card to hand, special summon this to the field. And in theory, this is a Phantom Knights card that special summon itself to the field. So we special summon it, right? I mean, what is this called otherwise? It's special summoned as a normal monster, so it should keep the name Phantom Knights of Shade Brigadine. And this is level 4. This is a level 4 now because it special summoned itself from the hand. We can overlay them now. And I believe this is important because it has a secondary effect. If a Dark Ecclesia special summon to a zone this card points to, target one card in the field and destroy it. Oh, that's only good in going second, so it's not as big of a deal. We could probably go into an Appaloosa if we're going first. Appaloosa is not bad, especially with 2400, 3 negates. But what else can we do? This is the big why. We could actually. Does this guy have a quick effect? It does not. Huh. Okay. Weird. I'm thinking now. I mean, what we could do is, yeah, just go for Appaloosa. I think that's all we could do with this. But can we do something better than that? Oh, Raiders Knight into something like bigger. I'm trying to think though. Okay. So now this is probably a good time to talk about what we could do instead. So we saw the board state that we have. We could try to come up with something along that line. We could get ourselves into a rank 4 play, but what's a good rank 4 play to end on? One that ideally negates. You can detach one material and tug on one face up. Okay, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can detach one material from this card to negate the activation and destroy that card. So it's a monster negate on Dark Requiem. This one does nothing. Oh, and what did it say? If this card has Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon specifically, okay. It can't be Raiders Knighted out and using that effect. This is another card I was thinking of adding. There was another deck that tried to use this, and it makes sense because you do spam a lot of level 3 monsters. You could probably get enough rank 3 monsters on the field to make Utopic Future into Draco Future. So that's another thought. Another thought too is we could go for the Shell Jaja. That's another level 3 generic monster that we could go into to then go into the Zeus if we attack something. It doesn't really matter what because it can't be destroyed by battle. So that's kind of the idea with that. So that's another line we could take. But that's more for going second and baiting out all the negates in the process. If someone pulls an Appaloosa on us, we might be screwed with this board, with this deck. That's why we have to run the 3 Forbidden Droplets, honestly. What else can we run to out the Appaloosa? Hard to say. Quite hard to say. Maybe well, no, the Phantom Knight stuff. As great as that would be, it means that we have to pass our turn to get the Fog Blade live. Not really feeling that. Alright. So, is this what this deck is all about? Just extenders? Let's see if we remove the Dragoon package, what we could come up with, because it looks like it's perfect. Like all 3 cards gets us to 40 cards, frees up 3 zones actually. Maybe not, because this could come up in terms of making bigger monsters like access code. Arguably though, this shouldn't really be a linked spam deck. I'm thinking this should be more of a rank based deck. Although the ranks might not match, it seems like the rank monsters, the Exceeds monsters, can become powerful enough to justify playing them. Trying to think though. It would have been cute to make Dryden with their Zodiac engine, but I don't think that's even relevant these days. Popping a card as a quick effect doesn't really do much in terms of disruption these days. If that's the only thing we end on, at least. Let's think though. There were other cards that I was thinking of playing too. It seems like he's ignoring a couple of other cards that I was thinking about. So something else I looked at, this card's nice and all, but trying out the Raiders Phantom Nightclaw seems like a cool addition. Although, yeah, it does depend on having a Dark Exceeds monster. If we focus on more of a rank-based deck, like a rank 3 spam deck, then this might not be as dead, and at the very least, it does destroy the card instead of just stops it from doing anything. So it's interesting, but probably not worth it. It's hard to really decide that. If I could get if I could consistently get a rank 3 monster onto the field, then maybe I'll do it. Other than that, though, I don't think it's worth running this card. But it is a lot better than this if you could just negate and destroy the problem card in question. And as a counter trap too, which means it can't be stopped by general negation. So yeah, it seems like the better option that people could try to go for, but they don't. It's time to find out why. But now the other question too. This guy decided to play the Phantom Knight Sword versus the Phantom Knight Wing. And I want to figure out the reason for that too. Because this one has, the only difference between these two, as far as I can tell, is, for one, the obvious one. This is a continuous trap, and this, like, well, it's up here. So, right up here, like, this is a regular trap versus this being a continuous trap. But the second only difference I could find is that this gains 800 versus this trap gaining 500. So, it's like a 300 difference in order to be disruptible by like Twin Twister, MST, and the like. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's the right call. but at the same time, is 300 damage worth, like, it does everything else the same. Like, when it's in the graveyard, banishes special summons the Phantom Knight in the grave. It does exactly the same thing, but he chose this card instead. Almost like saying, like, you're not going to run Twin Twister in your deck. You're not going to run MST in your deck. You're not going to run Quick Play removal in your deck to justify gaining 800 attack. Actually, does it really matter, the Quick Play removal? Because you can't even activate that during the damage step. And I believe you can activate cards like these during the damage step, if I'm not mistaken. So not getting that immunity does actually make this more appealing. Just the extra attack boost might actually be worth it if you're not expecting to be disrupted during the damage step like that. I mean, it's still a continuous trap though. So yeah, you surprise them with the Phantom Knight's sword, but on the next attack, they could Twin Twister it then and then attack over it. I maybe saw Cosmic Cyclone is more prevalent in the format, and it makes more sense. To Cosmic Cyclone a card like this, therefore not being able to hit the graveyard when you wanted to. It feels like there's a lot more weaknesses to Phantom Knight swords than there is Phantom Knight wings. I don't know why he plays this over the other. There's got to be like a small difference, like maybe to get over Zeus, you need to get this 2400 beater that could beat over it with this 800 attack boost, and that's the only way to do it. But the way I see it, wing is just ultimately better. It has less weaknesses, and just 300 attack boost doesn't really justify playing it in that sense. Although, let me see. These are 600, 200, 800, 1000, okay, 1200, and 0. So the highest attack monster we have is a 1 of at 1200 attack. If you somehow need to get over a 2k beater, that feels like the only way to justify the Phantom Knight sword. To somehow trick the opponent into, like, summon a 1200 attacker, boost it to 2k, and run over that 1900 attacker, or just point for point a 2k beater. I don't see it. Like, what in the format is actually necessary to get that extra 300 attack boost? There's a thought process here, and I can't see it. So we're switching it out, and we're replacing it with this card that makes a lot more sense to play in all cases. Alright, but with that being said, that's like one little small improvement. We gotta make bigger changes to this. Like, we removed the Dragoon engine, and there's nothing that we could figure out to replace this. Let's try to figure that out. So, I mean, the combo line is that what we saw there. What do we do from that? Like, is there, like, what happened to the Raid Raptor stuff? Like, if I go into Raid Raptors, is that steering away from the PK Fire strategy? Because that sounds like a completely different deck at that point. But there have been some combos, like Force Strix into that, into like, now you have the Winged Beast on the field, you can get into the Samorg. Samorg can get you the Omni Negate. But then that's running 1 brick versus like 3. Well, I guess the Red Eyes Fusion isn't a brick, but it does stop your play entirely for 1 Dragoon. And realistically, actually no, that's not terrible. To go into a Force Strix, to add a Raid Raptor card to hand, it adds a level 4 Dark Winged Beast monster from your deck to your hand. My bad. And then using that to go into Samorg instead. So this Samorg right here to special summon yourself. Well, that's good for going first. And this special summons out the Apex Avian. Ideally, you do not want to special summon the, what's the card I'm thinking of? The Barrier Statue Wind, because that stops your plays as well. So yeah, I think that's it, really. Go into Samorg. It can't be targeted at the very least. So it doesn't like, well, neither the Dragoon. It's just 2 less bricks in the deck. And it takes up the same amount of space in the extra deck. And actually it doesn't, now that I'm thinking about it. You need to run this no. You run the Samorg, you run the, what was the card we were thinking about? The Force Strix. Yeah, the Force Strix. Because there are 2 level 4 on the field. So you get into that, you get to pop a card in the field if that ever comes up. You go into your Samorg, and then you get yourself the Apex Avian. 1 brick, big whoop. It's not even that much of a brick anyways. There's probably a chance where you could just go crazy without even normal summoning and then just tribute summon the Apex Avian and continuing your plays with an Omni Negate. So it's not like, it doesn't feel like the worst. So we'll see what this offers us. So, I mean, being able to search up any level 4 Dark Winged Beast monster. What would that be? And at the same time, do we care? Do we care to run this card? Run any searchers? Is it literally just again to a Winged Beast? If that's the case, then could we just like... there's gotta be a better way then, honestly. Well, I mean, it's fine. Oh wait, no, the White Strix. That's right, the White Strix. The White Strix to get us the rank up magics from our deck. Especially so this is basically getting inspired a little bit back to the age of like Samorc Lockdown, essentially. This was basically a famous combo. I don't know about famous, but it was all over YouTube, I believe, when it comes to the Yu-Gi-Oh community. That you could basically combo yourself into some Morg and into a Crusading Avermax, but you use the White Strix. Oh, sorry, not only the Avermax and the Samorg and the Apex Avian with the Thunderbird, but you also had a Cyber Dragon thanks to the White Strix. So we could do something like that first turn with a deck like this, but at the same time too, that feels very linear, and if they break any part of that process, then we won't be able to build up to that combo in the future. And if you would, that's more of a first turn combo than anything. After that is like disruptions all the way. Like they have their Nibiru's, they have their set cards, they have like their hand traps still. So it's like hard to say which one to choose. It harkens to his philosophy that getting out the big monsters here is very disruptible. So getting out of Verte is just too easy. Like 2 monsters, they have to stop the 1 activation of this with specifically Valor, specifically Imperm, or else they're gonna have to face off a Dragoon. Like, yeah, that makes sense. In all cases, like, yeah, there's only 1 real disruptor in the format. I mean, I guess technically 2, the Nibiru is a disruptor, because at that point we have like 5 summons. Let's see, 1, 2, we go into this guy, so that's 3. Then we special summon with this guy, so that's 4. Then we go into Rusty Bardiche, that's 5. I mean, at that point, they're probably going to Nibiru us so that they don't give us our Rusty Bardiche trigger. Of course, triggering you to the summon of Seer, sorry, not Seer, the resummon of Cherubini. So we would have established the Phantom Knight Bardiche and the Cherubini on the field, and that's 5, actually that's 6 summons at that point. And they will probably Nibiru us at that point, or else we'll just get a +2 off of it. Granted, like I said, if we use our +2 to then spam it into the board and then Nibiru us then it's like, what good is it? So it's like, yeah, that doesn't feel good either. They'll just tribute it away and stuff. Nibiru like really puts a damper on our plans. I guess that's unavoidable, really. Or is it? Is there a way to get ourselves a negate on board early on? Like, we have the Forbidden... No, the Forbidden Droplet won't even help us in this case. Call by the Grave won't help us against the Nibiru. But can we have, like, an early... Like, even a Herald of the Arclight? Because we have 3. Is there an easy level 1 that could speak special summon them? Will that really... That would probably break our setup, because we have to hard draw for 1, and then we have to waste 2 cards to get a negator on board. What can we do instead then? I mean, would it be silly? Now this is a silly thought. Would it be silly to run cards like Exchange, cards like not called by the grave, Drag Down into the Grave, to get rid of the Nibiru's? We establish 2 level 3 monsters on the field, and then we hit them with the Call by the Grave to rip out any Nibiru's, any hand traps, read their hand from that point forward. I mean, that feels like a train of thought there, and we don't really neg in this deck because everything really like flows in the grave that way. I mean, that feels like a good going first option. Not really good going second. And they could always just draw into Nibiru too. Not likely, but it's still a possibility. It doesn't really out them. The exchange is really where it gets you. I mean, unless you're facing off against exactly this deck, then exchange basically means I'll take your hand trap, and I guess you're taking mine too, because I'd probably have it in hand and have no way to special summon it. So if I'm really going that route, I'd have to really get rid of my hand traps. No, that doesn't feel good. Yeah, because if they take my Droll, does Droll actually stop this deck? Oh, it kind of does. The way that stops it is if I Silent Boots and I wanted to like Ancient Cloak afterwards, it stops it, but it only really stops it for that turn. It just means that I could use it later. It doesn't really stop me too much. That's like the only way I think it stops me, unless they really catch me off with the Rhoda. Rhoda into like my Phantom Knights or my Kagamusha, and then they Droll me, and then I'm like, okay, that means I can't plus off of the Phantom Knight Rusty Bardiche sending. Because I don't think this stops the Rusty Bardiche. It sets the spell and trap directly from the deck, which goes around the Droll unlock. The Cherubini sends some of the deck as a cost. It doesn't even add to hand anything. The Graph and the Seer only involves the like special summoning from the deck or graveyard. Really, nothing gets stopped by Droll in this deck. Maybe the Danger. If I happen to have a Danger and I reinforcement early, it's like really the big like ouch at that point. So like maybe this is a learning experiment, like discussion right here, to not play the Rhoda until I do Danger. Because sure, they could, after the Danger, they could probably Droll me. I'm not sure if that's how the ruling goes for that, but still, I mean, the Rhoda's in theory supposed to be an extender. It's not supposed to get me to the to my two-ups. We have so many like ways to extend, right? We have the Kagamusha, we have the tour guides. How many ways do we have to extend, really? So we have the Kagamusha. That's 3/3. Technically, if we draw the Phantom Knights, which we have plenty of those. So this is another 3. These have to be hard summoned normally. Actually, the Stained Greaves, I'm not sure why they don't run more of the Stained Greaves. I guess because it gets itself into level 4 territory, which kind of sucks for the deck to just go straight into level 4. They really like to go into level 3 first. It's hard to say. Does Torn Scale? I mean, Torn Scale is just a good extender as well. Just normal summon, discard a card to send a Phantom Knights card from your deck. Likely something to extend with, so like sending a Cloak to add the boots to then special summon it to the field. So yeah, that's just basically an extender as well. We have like, what, 12 cards that essentially gets us bodies on the field. So it's like, I don't see the problem. Damn. It just occurred to me. There is a way to stop Nibiru. There are 2 cards that could stop Nibiru. And let me read them out. Let's see. Kakata. When a monster in the field activates its effect. So that's why we don't activate, we don't go to Kakaga. We go into the, what's the card I'm thinking of? Gossip Shadow. That's why Gossip Shadow is played. Okay, this makes sense. So, Gossip Shadow, basically, when an opponent monster activates its effect, attach 2 so both players draw a card. So this, yeah, negates Nibiru. If you could establish a Gossip Shadow early, that could stop the Nibirus or whatever plays can come up. I'm trying to think what plays could really stop it. There's the Effect Veiler and the Nibiru, and those are the big outs to it. Let me see what other I'm trying to remember the hand traps right now, and I just can't. DD Crow could stop us, honestly, if they DD Crow the, well, let's be real here. On the summon, we would have priority on both cases, so I don't think they could DD Crow the Seer or the Graph to stop its activation from happening due to that trigger location moving ruling. Because we'd have prio on the summon, we should be able to activate the Graph before they can activate the DD Crow to stop it. I don't think it negates the resolution. It just, you can't activate it if it moves from its trigger location. But once it's activated, it's all fair game. So yeah, that shouldn't stop that. What could DD Crow stop in this case? I mean, they could stop to send off the Rusty Bardiche to help extend. Like, whatever we send off the Rusty Bardiche to the grave, they could DD Crow immediately to stop us from extending further. Ash Blossom really stops the tour guide, stops the Phantom Knight Torn Scales, but doesn't stop the Kagemusha. But at the same time, Kagemusha is supposed to be hard drawn, so it's not really fair to say. Send one Phantom Knight from the deck to the grave, and that's a discard for cost as well. Yikes. I mean, I guess that's not a big yikes. If we discard the cloak, it doesn't matter if they Ash Blossom the effect by that point. We want the cloak in the grave to be able to search, so they can't stop that with the Ash Blossom. So that's not bad. But other than that, any other case is kind of terrible. It's also not bad too that we send the Silent Boost, because we could always search out the Shade Brigadines as a spell and trap of choice to then just special summon immediately to the field. Alright. So let's see. Psychic Wielder. Don't got a lot of thoughts here. I mean, not a lot of... Oh, Lancia. Now I'm looking at the trap lineup, the hand trap lineup. Yeah, Lancia wrecks our deck, I believe. Does it though? It wrecks us if we start off with the Torn Scale. If we normal summon, discard, and discard another card like the Shaolin Boots, I'm pretty sure that... I don't know if that's a window that they could Lancia us, but hell, they could even Lancia us on the activation of the effect, and I'm pretty sure that stops us cold. Unless we hard drew the Silent Boots. Phantom Knights need Dragoon? They do? Alright. But what if we run the Apex Avian strat instead? Hear me out. So the board I'm thinking of ending on with the Rusty Bardiche, the Cherubini, the Rusty Bardiche searching the Shade Brigadine, the cloak that got sent to the grave, getting us to our hands a Stained Grieve, 2 level 4s into a 4 Strix, gets us a Cherubini plus 4 Strix into the Apex plays. So yeah, we could get ourselves some more, because it only needs 1 Winged Beast monster, and it's only 1 brick in our deck versus 3. In theory, because really we want to extend with the 4 Strix as well, so we may want to add a level 4 Dark Winged Beast monster to our deck as well, just to get the extra plus. But ideally that feels cool. 1 less brick, and Apex Avian is still a beast to try to contend with. Granted, it is targetable, it is destroyable, but the Omni Negate should help us in both of those respects. Yeah. The only problem with that line of play is that Simorg won't be able to point to Apex Avian, so it can't protect it from targeting effects. So if they have the Imperm and things like that, then yeah, we have to bounce it, or we have to just let it be. I'd probably bounce at that point, I don't know. Definitely easier to make, honestly. Imperm is, Dragoon is a lot easier to make, but I feel like we could try to do better than just Dragoon. So actually, you're the one that recommended the Phantom Knights deck last stream, right? If you were, then I want to know if there's any like combo lines that I should be aware of. Because let me show you the one I have in mind. Let me just throw these into the deck, why not? So, I'll just be quick about it. The one I'm aware of is the one that basically ends on just... You start off with 2 cards, so like, this one's perfect. Special summoning whatever you want. I think it's going to have to be the Graph in this instance. Go into the Cherubini to then send away... at this point, it'd have to be another like Phantom Knight cards, because they're special summoning you, sending away for effect. Whatever, doesn't really matter. Cloak. And then linking these away for the Rusty Bardiche. And then with Seer's effect, special summoning this. And this is kind of the board that we essentially end on every time, right? All I know is just Fogblade, Appaloosa, and Dragoon. Oh, is that actually a board that you can make? Fogblade, Appaloosa, Dragoon, huh? And the rank up thing. Oh, maybe the rank up thing is what I'm missing from this deck. So yeah, maybe. Oh, but the problem with that is that how do you rank up in this position? you have to have extenders in hand at that point to even go anywhere. So I guess we already used that normal summon. This could technically have been summoned if I even looked at my hand past the tour guide. Yeah. So this deck heavily relies on drawing your extenders in order to make established boards a first turn. So yeah, it feels bad. I feel like there are like these things that are these are supposed to be things that like benefit from us using it in the grave. Like, how is it so hard to get us past this point? I mean, we declared the effect. Let's not even assume that we had this in our hand. Let's assume like we bricked like last time. Like having 3 Joels in our hands kind of sucks. What do we do from here? My thought process was get this to our spell and trap card zone, which is essentially gets us to the field. Send the cloak, which we will banish for effect to add the this guy to hand. On summoning this guy, we have a level 4 Phantom Knight monster that was summoned, so we can special summon this guy we just added to hand. It becomes level 4 because of its effect. And then we can just overlay these 2 into a rank 4 monster, ideally a winged beast, so that we could just go straight into the Simorgh with these 2 cards. I didn't add Simorgh here, but you get the point. So, I mean, this is kind of like the thought process I'm going with. If the most you can establish is 2 level 3 monsters, can you make a good enough board? And honestly, yeah, the Simorgh with the Apex is almost the same as going into Verte immediately and just getting a Dragoon on the field. It feels the same. It really does depend on your hand, yeah. That's what I'm trying to fix here. Because I could run into those games where I just draw 3 Drolls, and it happened this stream. I drew into all 3 of my Drolls and only like 2 realistic extenders. The only thing I could have done was just make Verte into Dragoon, which also feels bad. To just end on a Dragoon play with like 3 Drolls in hand. But like, yeah, what can really be said about this deck? What ways can we improve this? The deck oh, by the way, the deck I'm basing this off of is one that was played in a remote duel that got top 9. I think the only change I made was removing the Phantom Knight sword and replacing it with the wing. I didn't see the reasoning for running sword versus wing. Everything else, I removed the Dragoon, but honestly, yeah, it's too hard to pass up on the Dragoon plays. If I'm in a desperate position where I don't have if they stop my play at all, going into Rusty Bardiche or ending on Rusty Bardiche, then Dragoon is just a safe like ending board to get into. If I don't draw the extenders, I just end on Dragoon and a Rusty. If they stop my Rusty play, then I just end on a Dragoon. It's like, it's so easy, why not do it? So it's like, okay, I have to run it then, don't I? But I'm also trying to wonder if there's any better enders than just that. Like, there has to be. I mean, there was the, like, I was bringing it up in before, like the classic play with the Raid Raptor and the Weistrix to get your, like, a Cyber Dragon, not Cyber Dragon, yeah, actually Cyber Dragon Infinity into the field, along with the Apex Avian, and then that's kind of like a combo line you could go into. This guy could be Link summoned away, right? So yeah, like, yeah, that's a possibility with this deck. Because I'm sure making the 4 Strix is easy enough, getting 2 level 4s like I just shown. Worst case, I get out the break swords, pop something, and it becomes 2 level 3 monsters, right? Target 2 Phantom Knight monsters, special summon them and increase their level by 1. So I get a pop, get it back into the field again, and then I can go into the Weistrix play. But yeah, as you pointed out, Verte is too easy. It's not worth removing it. Feels bad. Alright, fine. We'll run the Verte Dragoon engine. But I might want to actually run the Weistrix engine as well. I don't know if it's worth it too, because it still feels situational, even if this deck does get to this board states pretty easily. Like, we run a lot of level 3s. How are we getting to a level 4? Like 4 Strix. Also, this one requires what? 2 Dark Winged Beast monsters. Actually, yeah, 4 Strix gets us the other Dark Winged Beast monster. So that's not terrible either. Sure, we won 4 bricks. That's the question. So maybe run 4 bricks. Just go hard on it. I don't know. Actually, wait. The Kagamusha's fine, yeah. We could run other hands, traps, and Droll, right? I mean, Droll makes sense for the Drytron matchup. Yeah, it does. It really does. So I'm like, we could replace this with other, like, level 3 hand traps so that it could synergize with the deck better. I think Ghost Bell is very popular in this format. And of course, Ash Blossom is so generic, you might as well keep it in the deck. So it's like, yeah, we could replace the Droll with the Ghost Bell, and that feels better to draw into than the Drolls. That might be another improvement. But if we go against Drytron, we're kind of screwed. I think they could value us harder than this deck can. So, Ghost Bell. Yeah. So 3 Ash, 3 Ghost. Or maybe 2 Ash, 2 Ghost, and 2 of something else so that we don't like hard draw like 2 of these. Which is very likely. But these are like small improvements though. I'm trying to think of the big improvements. Okay, so let's instead of just looking at this deck and trying to see what we can improve, I need to get inspiration elsewhere. Let us go into the world of YGO Pro deck and see what they have come up with. We're going Phantom Knights here. Let's go. So, oh, I already had it up here too. So let me first save this so that we don't lose progress here. All right, so let's see the first result. Okay, so this guy won 3 Imperm and 2 Maxis. Yep, that's OCG. How about this one? Interesting, okay. Phantasme, because why? I mean, it goes. I guess if we're facing off against Salamangreats and Sky Strikers, we could go back to 2019 and run Phantasme. Yeah. They almost always summon their Kagaris and whatnot. And like, yeah, summoning this guy and then drawing 1 is not bad either. Discard 1 card, negate the activation of something that targets. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad, honestly. That's if you're specifically running against Salamangreats or Sky Strikers. It's good against everything. Maybe not Virtual World. I'm not sure if they do a lot of Link plays. I don't think they do. I think it's just rank and synchro plays. But are they really meta? Drytron doesn't go into Link plays too much, I don't think. I'm trying to think of the Link plays they would go into. Maybe Appaloosa, of course, the general one. Access Code, the general one. But other than that, I don't think they go into a lot of them. Tri-Brigade, though, does, and I don't know if this special summons as a result. So if your opponent special summons a Link monster, okay, so it doesn't even have to be Link summoning. So yeah, it goes good against Tri-Brigade. Invoke Shadal, not really. It doesn't really, they don't summon a lot of Link monsters. Adignister, though, yeah, this is really good against Adignister. Or not against, but it really pluses against Adignister. But other than that, I'm trying to think of any other decks. I'm not really seeing it. So I guess that's quite a few of them. That's like I could list a few of them, and that's not bad. So I think this is not a bad choice for like the matchups. Does it synergize with the deck though? I don't know about that. You have to hope that you're facing off against a Link spam deck. So let's see. They run the Danger. They run this engine alongside. Wait, they don't run an E-Telly? Now, why aren't they running E-Telly? If they're running these two, they might as well run E-Telly. I would run the E-Telly over the Jackalope, honestly. But let's see. About the same. I think this is a 40. Oh, it's a 50 card deck too. Yeah, it doesn't look like 40. But damn, 50. Imperial Order. Yeah, that's true. We don't use a lot of traps in this deck. Well, it's a good thing Verte doesn't care about activating spell cards. It just copies the spell effect. Yeah, honestly, I think in all cases, it looks like they're just trying to spam out as much level 3 monsters into the field as they can to go into big combo. That's all they do? Okay. I'll keep looking at the other deck profiles, but I don't think that I was expecting a little more. I was expecting more like control, like being able to be conservative with your like getting advantage and being conservative with those resources. But no, they're all about link spamming, exceed spamming. It looks like I don't know. So let's see. Same problem. Well, not same problem. Yeah, same story, honestly. Ooh, the Farfa is not a bad choice, though. That could definitely bait a negate. I do like the Farfa edition. Okay, so yeah. What the heck? A Foolish Burial Goods for what? Oh, I guess if you want to send the Fog Blades, yeah, it makes sense. Send a Fog Blades to get an extra extender on the field. I wouldn't want to draw into that first turn, though. I guess it's not bad to draw first turn either if you have a Phantom Knights. Okay, yeah, I can see the justification for this. And you just have one in case you draw multiple. That makes sense. Okay. I'm not completely neglecting that card. That's not a bad choice. But let's see what else. I mean, yeah. Same story. Actually, this deck doesn't even run anything to, like, first turn plays. Unless the Arc Rebellion is their first turn play. No, that's supposed to be like to end games, not to go first turn. This feels like is that the for going first strategy? Oh, because they are running the rank up. Okay, and this one says banish one or more dark monsters from your graveyard, then target one dark exceeds monster you control. One Phantom Knight, Ray Raptor, or exceeds. Yeah, so this is the card that does it, honestly. I can go into a rank 4. Banish one of my dark monsters from the grave to get into a rank 5, which is Dark Requiem. Okay, that makes sense. You can't activate it the turn it was set, though, so you have to wait turn on your opponent's main phase to summon it, which feels bad. I really do feel bad. Are you any good, though, on its own? 3k is not bad. Once per turn, you get dash from material and target one face of monster opponent controls, changes the attack to 0. Actually, it doesn't have to be a going second. You could just send the boots and add this card to your hand. Yeah. Oh, but if you do that, then you have to rely on an extender in hand. Because the play is you send the cloak so that you don't have to rely on having extenders in the hand. I mean, I guess it's not a bad choice. Yeah, I'm gonna add the rank of magic just so we could go into the Dark Requiem Exceeds Dragon. That makes a lot more sense now. So that we could end on like a Rusty with a Cherubini and a Dark Requiem Exceeds. That also feels bad too. Oh, and also that's good Disruptor too. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm seeing it. So the Rusty Bardiche triggers on an Exceed summon. You can Exceed summon during your opponent's turn with the rank up Magic Force. Okay, that makes sense. Would you want to save it for that extra disruption, though? That's the question. I don't know if you want to. Well, it does play around Dark Ruler, though, if you wait. Yeah. Of course, if they oh, well, you could play around the Lightning Storm by putting this in defense, honestly. It's 2k defense. And yeah, if they go into the battle phase, by that point, you are activating the rank of Magic Force. So, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I can see it. This could play around the Dark Rulers, the Forbidden Droplets, and the like. I guess not so much the Forbidden Droplets, because if once you activate an effect, then they're gonna activate the Forbidden Droplet in response. I think the best way to really respond to it is, yeah, you gotta bait out the Forbidden Droplet and then activate the rank of Magic Force. That's the only way. So yeah. Alright, so I definitely see the value in this card, and we're going to add it. And add this guy as well, because at least this guy is a monster negate that could work around the Dark Ruler. But I should be able to have this and another Disruptor on the field. Because why would they want to Dark Ruler the board of just Cherubini, Rusty Bardiche, and a Dark Rebellion? There's no reason to Dark Ruler a board like that. There needs to be another Disruptor on the field to get that negate out. Is that where Verte comes in? I feel like that's where Verte comes in. The Verte to get the Dragoon, and that basically says you have to have it or you're gonna get your board negated type of deal. Okay, let's do it like that then. We have to rank up magic. We're gonna go for that. Sorry, Miss Valley. You were a thought that will probably come another day, I suppose. Is there enough extenders though? Well, again, worst case, we just get the Dark Rebellion. So let's get the rank of Magic Force in our deck. So this is the new card, right? The rank of Magic Force, Phantom Knights, rank of Magic Force, perfect. Banish one or more Dark Monsters and do that, perfect. And we need the Dark Requiem. All right, perfect. And we need to somehow get the Vert in the field, but I guess that's just the one extender extra that we need. So here we go. Actually, is there a way to do it with just... No, we do need to use our summons on the Rebellion, so... With the Cherubini on field, I don't think there's a good way to... It is a hard one to perform on both, yeah. Oh no, you can only use this effect once per turn. What about the first effect? Oh, that is the effect that you can only use once per turn. I'm reading it. Sending a level 3 monster to then just sending the monster is a hard once per turn, but the other one isn't, which is apparently if this card will be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, send a monster from your grave instead. Oh, and this could protect my monster from card effects if it was pointing another direction than straight down. Okay, so never mind. Not relevant. In fact, I don't even know if it's relevant to summon Cherubini again. But what sucks is that you can't even summon the other guys. You have to summon Cherubini or else the other guys will just blow themselves up. God, that sucks. Is there a Burning Abyss that won't blow itself up when you summon it? And is it worth running? I don't think this is a thing, but I'm gonna look because I think I have one in mind. This guy? No. Because this is the only guy that doesn't have a graveyard trigger. Yeah, if you control no spell traps, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's all it does, but it's a tuner. And that's what counts, apparently, for this archetype. So if you control Burning Abyss monster, just if you control monster, that's not a Burning Abyss. Yeah, so they all have that effect, and that makes sense, and that's unavoidable. Damn. Wait, does it negate the effect? Seer. No, it does not. There was one that negated, but I think that's the one that special summons from hand. So unfortunate that I had to work that way. I was really hoping that I could summon a level 3 instead of the Cherubini. Because the Cherubini is just sitting there as a 500 attack target. It's just being worthless. Alright. Yeah. Wait, I'm thinking now. Is there a way to turn level 3s into level 4s? I don't think so. We really specifically need the Dark Rebellion though. Oh, no, we do need specifically the Dark Rebellion in our deck. Because the Dark Rebellion needs to be a material for this card. Yeah, Dark Rebellion exceeds Dragon. Unfortunately, we have to run these. We should also run these cards too. The Jaja and the Sky Thunder. We exceed so much that if we somehow get into a corner, we could Jaja into a Zeus. That should be a card combo that we should have access to. What to replace it with is a good question. Oh, the Nightmare. Why did this guy run the Nightmare? He just talked about it in his video, and I can't remember what the reason was. When your opponent special summons a monster, just attach a material from this card, and then just change it to face down. I mean, I guess this is good against Zoo, but Zoo is no longer really relevant, unless Tribegate Zoo is a thing still. I mean, maybe there's some virtual world cards that maybe there's some ranked cards that Virtual World likes to play, and this could help out those cards because that's really what it's for. It's like to prevent synchro. Oh, okay, I guess no. It's any special summon. It's not just extra deck summons. So they try to extend. They could stop them from extending, and it's not a hard once per turn either. So yeah, that's not a bad disruptor. Oh, hey there, Imperfect Hero. Thank you for the raid. Wow. Why can't I hear that? Let me see if I can fix my settings, but thank you for the raid there. Our hero has led here. Welcome to the stream, said Okaiba Simps. Oh, I shouldn't say that. That is not a legal word on Twitch anymore, but it is legal on YouTube. So we are streaming to both Twitch and YouTube though. And welcome Leviathan DD. Tell us tour name. I'm assuming your name. My real name is Steven. My username is Muka, and this channel name is Dungeon Parlor. I hope that answers any question that would have been. Or if you want to know the name of tour guide, there it is, tour guide from the underworld. So we're trying to come up with a PK fire deck that can actually combat the meta right now. As it stands, I didn't make a lot of changes to the one that was piloted in the remote duel. So we have the modifications we made so far was like taking out the droll for level 3 hand traps instead, and just citing it in instead because yeah, Drytron is probably prevalent, but if you could have a level 3 monster and you have a Kakamusha in hand, that feels better than just drawing into droll and feeling like we bricked against those matchups that don't really care about droll. So that's one change we made. We switched the ring to the sword. We switched out the sword with the wing, which doesn't feel like a big deal. And I think those are the only 2 major changes we really made to this deck. I tried justifying getting rid of the Verte for something better, but I couldn't come up with it. We're adding the Magic Force because that feels like a good board to end on. When we have the Cherubini and the Rusty Bardiche, we could go end on with the Rusty Bardiche, by the way, so we don't need any other extenders. We could just end with the rank of Magic Force and get ourselves a Dark Requiem X Siege Dragon. The whole squad is here. Hey man, have a good stream. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Imperfect Hero, for the raid. I'll have to raid you back in the future. I don't know when we will have that schedule though. I typically only raid on Yu-Gi-Oh on Fridays when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, but thank you again for that. And yeah, to anyone else that's still here, let's go ahead and just theory craft some of this. I'm thinking maybe cutting this down a little more. I feel like, what are your thoughts, guys, so far? Does anyone here know PK? Our hero has spoken. Damn, I gotta watch the streams too to see what it's about. I'll take a note on that later, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do with this deck. So basically this deck's all about extenders, and we're gonna see... Oh right, we were gonna try to add the Dark Requiem and the Dark Rebellion to our deck, and we were also talking about, well, I was really talking about adding the Lala and the Zeus into our deck as well, because that's just 2 extra deck monsters that we could get into to get ourselves a Zeus play at worst. Have you tried Bamboo Sword? No, I mean I haven't, but I don't know if I would. We're trying to be meta here. If this was more of a jank deck, that would definitely run the Bamboo Sword, because why not? Like, sending the Cursed Bamboo with like these cards that also float, that feels good, just to get more searches. But other than that, no, not really. That wasn't in my thought process at all. So let's see. We definitely gotta get rid of some of these cards. I justified Evil Storm Nightmare staying in the extra deck because that feels like a good disruptor. Aside, you know, if we go into Nightmare, we might as well go into Verte. Verte feels like a better disruptor. And there I am, that linear thought process, like, oh, just Verte away, and you'll be fine. Let's see though. I think what we could do instead is, could we take out the Unicorn? But I think the Unicorn's here for the access code. Actually, let's just take out the access code. I think what's better for this deck is already in here. The Arc Rebellion X Siege Dragon can get really big. And if that's really the goal, then access code doesn't really feel like a good inclusion. Oh yeah, no, that wasn't the other stream. So I do also stream Super Mario Maker on Mondays. And yeah, people who do a lot of emotes get to see them on the screen. I don't think I have that set up for Yu-Gi-Oh though, unfortunately. So yeah. I'll think about adding it into here if you guys are interested in that. I'll probably add it into like that corner over there if I'm pointing it the right direction. Yeah, that corner over there. So, yeah, I think with the final changes, we'll add the Arc Rebellion and the Dark Rebellion here. 2 more to get this in here. We've justified Access Code Talker getting out of this deck. We should have the Nightmare Phoenix just in case. The Link Spider though? No. I don't know. The Link Spider is going to Link plays, but this is more of a rank based deck than anything, so I could justify getting rid of the Link Spider for that. Let's see. Ooh, are we taking out the Break Sword just to get this 2 comp? You know what? Why not? It's replacing a level 3 with a level 3, and it gets us to play the Zeus. Alright, let's do it like this. This works out. Alright. You know what? let's just see how this deck goes, and we'll see the problems with it at this point. So let's just go into a regular duel. We have the thing here. Let's just jump in and see what we can do. How's everybody's day? How's everybody's Friday though? I take it everyone having a great Friday. I should mention too, I'm gonna follow up with a great Friday myself, but that's gonna be after 9. We do have game nights on the Discord if you guys are interested, but I will say this, I won't be joining that one this time. I do typically join the game nights, but I won't be able to join that one tonight. I have plans today that I'll try to meet up with, so just anyone who wants to join in though, I will still try to keep on the Discord just to make sure that everything's alright. But yeah, just a heads up there, we do game nights every Friday, and we're waiting too long for this guy, so we're just gonna go into ranked play. Or really him, it doesn't really matter who we face off against. Alright, so good luck, have fun. Yeah, have fun, good luck, idiot. Whatever the I stands for. Yeah, sure. I'll fix that. Alright, oh, am I going first? No, he's going first. Yep, you're good. But am I gonna Ash the upstart? That'd be pretty funny if I did. Oh, send 1 level 9 monster from your hand or face up to the grave. I mean, that feels like a good thing to Ash, right? He is playing the generators. Aha, yes, that's fine. I don't care. Yeah, you're good. So we gotta play around potentially a generator Har. Oh no, we don't, right, because he can't search out the card. He will be able to search it out next turn though. Alright. So let's see. Standby main. Let's go. Oh, we should probably hold this for the generator boss stage, but I think we could play around that just fine. Sure. I'm reading. Let's see. They're in your opponent's main phase. I believe you have to wait for my activation first. But it's gonna be this. Whenever it does it. Whenever DB loads. Okay, or that. Okay, he left the duel a long time ago. Great. You know what? Let's just go into ranked. If we're not gonna get serious players on here, then we're just gonna go into ranked. It should be a good enough deck to play on ranked, right? I don't even... Yeah, we're ready. Oh, I don't even know if this is going first or second deck, but I think this is going first, right? Establish your big boards and hope you don't get disrupted. Good luck, have fun. We drew into a brick, and we have more bricks to come. All right. See, this is the problem I have with this deck like this. We're definitely going to have to use this and then go for Kagemusha. It feels bad, but we kind of have to. This would have been a droll, by the way. This would have been a droll. So let's go for it. Standby main. We're going to go... oh, we have the graph in our hand, too. We can't even special summon it from the deck. Yeah, okay, okay. We'll see what we can do. We'll graph, trigger effect, special summon this. Good? Good. Let's see. Yeah. Is he responding? If it's good, I'll continue. I mean, realistically, the only answer he can really have is like Herald. Let's see. Well, yeah, this is still cost regardless, so... Oh, shoot. So this is where we get stuck because we have the graph in hand, so we can't do any big extenders. We're probably gonna have to go for just like a Bardiche to grave. Yikes. If we special summon this from our hand now, it's not gonna get the secondary effect. Graph specifically, drawing that ruins our plays. That really sucks. And it sucks to figure out how to work with this now. Sure, we'll do Cloak. And we'll special summon this. This gains attack. Special summon this to our hand, to our field, just so we could get into the Bardiche. Okay. So what the heck do we do here now? So we have the Cloak in the grave. We could get out. I mean, damn, this feels rough. All right. So we could still try for the play, I think. We could send this to grave, the Silent Boots, to set the... Yeah, I think we got it. We send the boots to set the Phantom Knights card, right? Into our field. Yeah, we're still good on that set. We're gonna declare the effect to banish this. This is one that searches out the spell or trap. No, sorry. Wrong one. Good. Okay. All right. I believe it's this one we search out next. All right. Yeah, this is the one we search out, so we get ourselves at least up to a rank 4. We managed to get the the rank of magic card. We set the Fog Blade, and we should be good. Activate. Let's see. We special summon this. We declare the effect in hand to special summon. Level 4 now. And then we can overlay these two into Rebellion. We then banish this card. Actually, yeah, it's too late. We could definitely, oh yeah, okay. If I remember correctly, this searches out spell and trap. Yep, it does. All right, we got this. As long as he says okay to it, we are good to get this card to our hand, and he should know what comes up. Unless he hasn't played Phantom Knights before, which probably I'd be in the same boat too. So, no big deal. Yeah. So, I mean, this is basically the board that we theorized already. To hand... We're gonna set to, well, shuffle one more time. Set to and pass. Set. And end turn. So he didn't have any beer, or else that would have happened a long time ago. So main phase. All right, looking good. Okay. Oh God. Oh God, no. 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 Oh no. What did he add? Okay, he added that card, I assume. Not watchers, logs. He added... Milled, view graveyard, returned Pathfinder from graveyard to top of deck. Thinking. I don't even think there's an answer to this. There really isn't, is there? Oof. Did I screw up by not responding sooner? No, I don't think there was anything we could have done. Maybe we could have gone into... No, there's nothing we could have done. Yeah, okay. Yikes. This is gonna be a game. We have to hard draw like the harpies or whatever we have. Ooh, prohibition. Okay. What is he gonna call? If he calls harpy, I'm gonna call stream sniping on this. Let's see though. Actually, I can maybe think of a few cards that can out this problem here, but it's not gonna be. No, I don't even think those cards help. The cards I'm thinking of. Calling. Oh, Cosmic Cyclone. Okay. So no Cosmic Cyclone. Damn. Oh, okay. So we don't have much enough to add more burden to it. Okay. Any particular placement? Oh boy, yeah, let's enter, and there's nothing we can do here. What can we do? What can we do? We can't even activate a card effect that tributes if it's a monster effect. Oh, and he's gonna draw into his outs eventually. He really is going to draw into his outs. Oh, no, God, that's even worse. Just a classic. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I take 1,000. Wait, no. No effect. Wait, no effect. No effect, right? Let's see, is that an effect? Once returned during your standby phase. Nope, that's an effect, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's think. What can... Oh, and these are just generic tokens too, so I can't even... Oh, damn. Okay, looking... There's not a lot I can make in terms of, like, link material. I guess I have to make it, though, because it's... Oh. Okay, so here's the play. I just go into her, but it has to be 2 monsters with different names. Okay. Okay, I think we could do this. It doesn't even matter that they're tokens. We could go into... No, we could use that for later, though. Let's go into a Verte. And then we'll go... Oh, yeah, something good. Something good. Oh, sorry, I scrolled up. Yeah, okay. So we go into... Yeah. Yeah, and that's not an effect. So at least we cannot get bodied by another lava golem with this setup. We just gotta be careful not to get into any other scenarios. Like, what could realistically hurt us? Like, the Ojama... Ugh, dead. Like, what else can we do? We gotta put a monster in his field. Is there any way we could do that? Oh, the writing's on the wall. Oh, and I didn't even make a side deck. That's hilarious. Damn. I think we're kind of boned. Yeah, nothing we could have done. We're probably going second next time. Oh, he even runs that. Incredible. I mean, why though? Does this during the end phase either tribute 1 monster or take 1,000? Wait, did he just give us? We may need to rule on this, but doesn't Volcanic Queen have a maintenance cost? not an effect. Yeah, because it looks like it's a comma, so it has to be a maintenance cost, and I would tribute one other monster. Oh, okay, so it can't even tribute itself. Can this benefit us, though? Volcanic Quiz technically has a condition. Yeah. Okay, so I have to tribute or take 1k, that's my understanding. Alright, just wanted to make sure about that. Could this... Oh man, I'm thinking maybe tribute setting a monster and then doing something about it. Yeah. Yeah, that effect. That condition, yeah. Okay. Okay, just making sure. So to keep my life points in check, I have to set a monster and end phase tribute it away. Because it can't tribute itself. So this is a really good workaround on that, but I would still say that this helps me more than anything. How do we do it? How do we get out of this predicament? I mean, we could tribute set. That's the worst that's the best I can think of. We're a few turns away from this, so let's see. I mean, I suppose we better do it now and thin out our deck. So we're gonna do that. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't even think it matters which one. Let's go set. And pass. I mean, we could draw... Setting it down makes me think that... Could make him think that we have a lightning storm, but I don't even know. We had to hard draw the card, and he probably has the back row for it, so I don't even think this is a game that's gonna be able to win. I have to hard draw the cards that I think can help. Yeah. We have like 2 turns, I believe. We'll set, because there's nothing else I could really do from here. One more draw, and then we could just go to game 2, because if I don't draw the out next turn, then actually, I have 2 more turns, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's gonna discard for cost. Makes sense. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and end phase. Send a... that's an extender. Does this help? Yeah, this is useless. To grave and turn. The writing's on the wall though. Yeah, let's admit defeat and go to game 2. All right, let's see what we got here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing in our side deck for this. But let's make him think we do. I forgot to set up a side deck. All right, well, what could realistically help us in this scenario? I mean, I don't think we could activate Forbidden Droplets unless he has a monster in the field, correct? Choose that many effect monsters your opponent controls. Is there a way to get a monster on his board, though? It is almost unlikely. I'm gonna need more Zeuses. That's what we're gonna need. So let's get rid of some of these cards that won't even affect his deck. So let's get another Zeus here. Can this negate effect monsters? Sorry, activate a monster effect, so that's useless. Let's get the access code just in case we need to pop back row, but I really doubt it. Let's get this guy in as well. Clearly, the Requiem and the Rebellion combo does not help us in the slightest. So let's do that, and we're done siding. PK, yep. And we're faced. Let's go second. If he establishes Mystic Mine on me, then that's fair game. We're facing off against Mystic Mine, by the way, and I don't have the side deck for it. I don't have a side deck, realistically. So now the question is, can I OTK him? Can I show you my PK list after this? Certainly. He has the Cauldron. Okay. Yeah, you're good. I don't have any, what's the card I'm even thinking of? Typhoon? Minus 300. Got it. And he's gonna win on time. Ooh, okay. So what's he gonna declare? Did you beat a Mind Player? I did not. Lightning Storm. Ah, see. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so if I establish any board presence, he could wreck me with a potential Metaverse. Or a potential Demise of the Land. We gotta make sure that we can OTK him. I don't even think it's worth doing anything. Just set and... Oh, but he could... Oh. Thinking. Okay. Can I OTK him? Is he confident enough to set down something that could OTK him? If he has it, he has it. And there's no way I could stop it from there. But I think we have to try to establish some board presence. So you know what? Yeah, let's do it. I'm going for it instead. I'm going for it. Yeah. Yeah. If he has it, he has it. I'll click on the link later, though. Let me see if I could get this matchup here. Yeah, honestly, if it can't be a set rotation. That will not help him in this scenario. It has to be a Demise of the Land or a Metaverse. That was the only two that I can think of him having that could wreck me right now. That's a 4 of. I mean, the other thing that he could have set is a Solemn. That could probably stop my combo plays. I don't think a Mirror Force will help him either. This deck is too explosive for that. Okay, alright. So let's see if he has it. We're going for the... Let's see, where is it? Graph. Good? Yeah, figured. Alright, he has it. I don't think there was a way we could have stopped it. Oh, wait. Oh, it sets directly from the deck. Damn it, Ash Blossom. I could, if it was Metaverse, I could have ashed it. Thinking. So GG, I guess? Yep. I think it's GG. Only because, let's see. I mean, there's no point in continuing my play. Like, if I had waited, I would have just increased the odds of him drawing into a Demise of the Land or a Metaverse. But unfortunately, no. Demise of the Land was exactly the out that he needed. 600, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got it. Probably should have set the teleport to prevent that. I don't think it... Special Summon 3, exactly. Yeah, I could have prevented that. You really hate to see my players. I don't mind it, but I didn't side deck at all to it, because I don't have a side deck. If he destroy... Like, what does it matter? It really don't matter. I have to draw the out. He does not have set cards. If I could draw into my 1 of before he draws into his 3 of... Yeah, 900. Let's set. And pass. Alright. You're good. I mean, not like I could do anything about it. Oh, there you go. Writing's on the wall. Yeah. I only have one. Yeah. I'm gonna admit defeat. I don't have a side. You had this. GG. All right, cool. All right, lesson learned. Let's get a side deck. So I'm thinking Twin Twisters, yeah? What else do you have? The only out I had was Harpies. Harpy Feather Duster in the main. This was for theory crafting, and I completely skipped on the idea of having a side deck entirely when I jumped into matches. I was more doing it for testing, but yeah, this deck does not play well against Mystic Mine, of course. Looking at here, yeah, I couldn't even Forbidden Droplet him because he didn't have monsters that I could choose to send away. So if he had like one monster in the field, sure, this would be the out, but Harpy's Feather Duster was the only way because this can't be activated otherwise. Unless I could have given him a monster, I don't think any of these cards allow me to give my opponents a monster. So yeah, he had me. He called my bluff with the side deck. Once he drew into that Solemn, my Harpy's Feather Duster was basically dead. Let's add the 3 twin. Oh, what? That was weird. There you go. So let me go ahead and seed this. So yeah, 3 ashes. Okay, so the Fiendish Rhino Warrior is the differentiator. Oh, the Raider Wings. So are you going for the combo that I was thinking of? No, okay, this is for something different. So what does the Raider Wings do? This is always treated as a Phantom Knights and a Raid Raptor card. If this card's in your hand or graveyard, detach one material from your Dark Exceeds material special summon. Oh, this is perfect! This is perfect! I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna exactly add that. You want to duel against my PK deck? Or are you gonna duel against something different with it? Yeah, and definitely, yeah, we're gonna duel. But we gotta fix my deck first. And yeah, you're playing the Verte package, which makes sense. Honestly though, what if I throw in a Sangan for my tour guide? It's not the worst idea. It might be stupid to rely on my tour guide resolving and then somehow getting a yeah, actually no, it's not bad. I'm gonna throw a Sangan in my deck as well. PK versus PK, got it. Well, I guess since I'm seeing your deck, you're gonna see my deck, so it's fair games all around. I will definitely put in a side deck while you can. So my thoughts, Fiendish Rhino Warrior. I mean, sounds like a good card, but it doesn't special summon itself, so it's not an extender. It's only something you could send to the graveyard, like with Seer, I assume. So, I mean, the only reason I could think of you running this is to feel the rank up magic plays, because you want to go into like big rank ups. But I don't see that as something you're trying to do here. Your typical rank up is going into the Requiem, the Arc Rebellion. Oh, sorry, the Requiem is the one. The Arc. No, but which one is the one? Oh, you don't play that one? Oh, I don't think you play that one. Oh no, it is the Dark Requiem. What am I saying? The one that negates monster effects. It's for the Farfa, huh? So I'm trying to think. Why not send the Farfa then instead of sending the Rhino? Are you saying like if you draw into the Farfa and the Rhino that it doesn't become a dead draw? Let me think. I mean, I guess it's not a bad. Well, this is the better normal summon, and you don't want to use your normal summon for anything other than Tour Guide or the Phantom Knight's Torn Scales. If you're desperate for a normal summon, then yeah. Oh, and why aren't you running the Kagemusha Knight? Because the Kagemusha Knight is an extender, like 100%. Let's go back to that. So this guy is a warrior, a dark warrior specifically. Kagemusha Knight, when you normal summon a level 3 monster, special summon this card. We're not going into any synchro play, so that doesn't even matter for the second part. It's purely extender, and it actually became relevant in that duel with the Mystic Mine player, up to the point where he activated Mystic Mine. So yeah, because like if you hard draw these hand traps, you could normal summon them to get the Kagemusha Knight trigger. Don't need it? Interesting. Because what do you do instead? I mean, I guess you have the Wielder, you have, well, these cards I have as well. But even with all these extenders that I have in my deck, I still have a hard time drawing into my establishing 2 level 3 monsters under the field. It might just be my bad luck, honestly. But look how many extenders I have. I have like 3, 6, 9, 12 if you're including Silent Boots with any Phantom Knight draw. 12 extenders, and I did not draw any of them but the Kagemusha Knight. So it made me desperate to summon my Ghost Spell to make any play possible. And that's not the first time that happened in this stream. So it's like, why? It's like, yeah, so it basically becomes like, yeah, you need the level 3's bodies on the board, and you have less of them than I do, I think. You have this guy, the 3 boots, but that's it. Everything else is the wielders, the Jackalope and Sukiyoko, which technically I have as well. And yeah, I don't know if the Burning Abyss counts as extenders because they will blow themselves up on the summon of anything else. Is that why you run the Fiendish Warrior? Actually, that might make more sense then. If you hard draw to any of the Burning Abyss monsters and happen to have the Rhino Warrior on the field, on the hand as well, I could see why you're doing it like that. Would it be better though? I mean, at the same time too, Kagemusha Knight. I see. Okay. I don't know if I would run it for that reason either, but we'll see if that works out. Maybe that could be the differentiator between our duels, the Kagemusha Knight versus the Fiendish Rhino Warrior. I am going to run that Raiders. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong link. There you go. That Raiders wing is looking pretty good, but the only problem with it I see is that it's level 4, so I gotta figure out what I could do for that. Special summon is Carbon Banish it when it leaves the field. Okay. An XYZ monster whose original attribute is Dark has this card as its effect. Okay. So here's the jank play I'm thinking of going first. We're keeping the Drolls. I don't even think we're gonna remove all these access code stuff. We only need 1 Zeus. How do you make the Utopic Future Drake? Oh, well, I guess I could. No, wait, I don't see it. How do you make Utopic Draco Future? Is that just something you stumble upon in like turn 2, or can you actually make this turn 1? The Utopic Draco Future. Because when I tried to like theory craft that, I couldn't figure out a way to get 2 Exceeds monster into the field. I can only get 1 at most, or could I have? I mean, with extenders, of course I could. So if I have the 2 level 3 on the field and then more extenders, I could do it. But so no, you go. Yeah, elaborate on the no. Turn 1 with the right hand. There you go. Yeah, so just as I figured, you had to have the extenders to get a second Exceeds monster. I think 2 extenders at most, or at least. Actually, not really. It doesn't have to be 2 extend. No, you know, it needs to be 2 extenders because 2 level 3 monsters gets you the Rusty Bardiche, the Burning Abyss, and a level 4 rank 4 monster. You need F0 on board, then you can overlay it to S Draco. Yeah, no, I get that. The difficulty is getting the 2 Exceeds monster with the same name. That's the difficult part I'm having here. Is there another way to cheat it out aside from this summoning condition? That's the question I'm wondering about. But alright. I would consider running this if that's the case, but I am also thinking about it. I'm pretty sure this is an old deck build as well. I don't know why people stopped doing it, but the Y-Strix combo. So like the 4 Strix into the Y-Strix. Yeah, so the 4 Strix into the Y-Strix, and then the Y-Strix into the Samorg to get out the Apex Avian. Alongside a Cyber Dragon Infinity. It does require 4 extra deck monsters now that I'm seeing it though. But I will host. Oh, right now? I'm not ready yet. You saw. I need to build up my side deck and my main deck a little bit. I can put these in the side here though. For now, is it just gonna be a single play? Because if it's multiple duels, and I don't know if we can. But I'm down to try if that's the case. If it's just a single play. Because if it's a match, then I got nothing on that. My side's like not even existent right now. We're currently just thinking about combo plays for the PK deck at the moment. So I'm glad I'll be happy to test out the combo lines for the PK deck currently. But to test matches games 2 and 3 is probably going to be a blowout. Combo with Salads and solo? Okay, let's do that. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. While you're waiting, I see what you're saying. Got it. All right, so let's go ahead and think this through. I want to actually try out the Raid Raptor Y Strix into the... Sorry, the 4 Strix to the Y Strix to some more to the Infinity. I believe that required the other Phantom Knights card, right? Let's actually see what the Rank of Magic cards are. Can I remember it by the look of it? I think it was this card. Quick Rank of Magic Quick Chaos. Target one number exceeds monster you control, which is probably the 4 Strix? No, that wasn't it. It was another one. Revolution Force? No. Raptor? Was it Raptor Force? No, it's a Raid Raptor monster. It was target one Raid Raptor monster special limited one. Nope. Skip Force. That doesn't sound familiar. Rank of Magic Launch. I don't think that was it, but let's read that just in case. No, it has to be dark and this is light, so it's not the Rank of Magic Launch. I'm surprised that's back though. Can you break this card? Actually, can't you break Rank of Magic Force as well? Like if you banish like how many cards? Four dark cards, can't you make Kali-Yuga? Is that how you spell it? I'm trying to remember that rank 8 monster that people went into. I think it was rank 8, right? Let's go exceeds. And if I there he is, Kali-Yuga, separate. Got it. So after this card is exceeds summoned for the rest of the turn, other cards and their effects cannot be activated on the field, or other effects on the field cannot be are negated. So yeah, couldn't you summon that with this card? Oh no, it has to be specifically a Phantom Knights, Raptor, or exceeds. Got it. Okay, so never mind. So it cannot summon this guy. That makes sense. I will keep him in mind though in future combos, because we are going into the Quick Force, right? Rank up Quick Force or something like that. I'm trying to remember a Barian Force. Target one rank 4. Oh, it has to be in the grave. I think that's what I remember of it. So it's like target, pay half your life points. There it is. Pay half your life points. Target a Raid Raptor Exceeds monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. Special summon it from your extra deck. One Exceeds monster that is 2 ranks higher than that monster. And yeah, that's the one. It doesn't care about the typing or anything, right? Nope, it just goes straight into Cyber Dragon Infinity. So you summon the 4 Strix, pay half your life points, get yourself into an Infinity. Pretty good. Probably easy to stop unless you're going second. Unless you're going first. We'll see about that though. So now the question is that better than any of the other combo lines I'm thinking of? Because yeah, going into an Infinity and a Apex Avian seems pretty cool and all, but is it worth it? Also, is that the combo line to go into aside from Rusty? Let's think about this a little more. We go into 4 Strix how? I think we have to go into it by getting the Shade Brigadines into the field and the Stained Greaves to the field as well to go into the 4 Strix. Using a Cherubini to get into the Y Strix. Using Y Strix effects. Sorry, not that card's effects. We are searching out the Raid Raptor card that basically acts as a Phantom Knight card. Wait, what? So maybe it's called Raptor? Raid? This one, Raider's Wing. Okay, cool. Because that's a Wing Beast monster, Dark Wing Beast that we could search off of 4 Strix. And it does synergize a little bit. So special when this card banished when it leaves the field. Okay. So, an executed monster whose original attribute is dark has this effect. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. That might be pretty good. But we're not using it for that. We're using it for fodder. And it's just a Phantom Knight card that we could search. So, actually, that's a Phantom Knight's monster that we can search. Is that relevant? I don't know if it is at the moment for our combo line. So, we search this out to our hand. We will special summon it using the 4 Strix. Detaching. We search out the Raider's Wing. We detach the 4 Strix to get this card into the field. Yeah, special summon this card. But banish it when it leaves the field, which is unfortunate because we're probably going to be using it for link material. That'll get us into the Y Strix. Actually, yeah, that has to get us into the Y Strix. So this will banish itself. To get into the Y Strix, we'll still have the Cherubini on the field. If this is linked summoned, you can special summon one level 4 Dark Wing Beast monster from your deck in defense position, but negate its effect. Should we get a second one? We should probably get a second one. So 2 of them in the deck. If your Raid Raptor Exceed monster effect is activated, oh, it has to be an Exceed monster effect that activates. Yikes. To set 1 rank up magic spell directly from your deck. Okay, can we pull that off? At this point in the combo, we would only have Lardish, Terabini, and a Wystrix on the field. We could just go straight into some Morgue, but we want to get the rank up magic. How do we trigger a Raid Raptor Exceeds monster effect? That's the problem. Man, if this was a rank 4 deck. Actually, is there a rank 3 Raid Raptor card that we could use instead? It'd be pretty funny if there was. That's relevant, that is. Target 1 face obsession monster your opponent controls, inflict damage. No. The only one that really gets us advantage is the Forstrix. Into the Raider's Wing, into the Wystrix. Damn. Damn. I guess we're kind of stuck in that combo then, aren't we? What could save us from that combo? Would 1 extender save us from that combo? I think so, actually. No. It has to be 2, and the Rusty is kind of taking up our extra zone slot. Because that's like the last thing we summon. Yikes. Or can we summon something different with Cherubini and then go into it later? That's a good question. Okay, so we go into Cherubini, we summon out the Graph from our deck. What can we do as a Link 3 instead of Rusty Bardiche? Can we do another play instead of Rusty Bardiche? Is there a Link 3 that can summon from the deck? Both need to be Fiend. Oh no, that's Fairy and that's a Fiend. So that kind of hampers that plan. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, Cherubini the Fairy. Oh, Fairy, Fiend, and then Warrior can get us into a Curious. Does that help us at all? 3 monsters with the same attribute but different types. Cherubini, and that is ending on an Abyss Dweller Sunlight, having Roar set and an Ash in hand good enough? I mean, Abyss Dweller is pretty good to end on. Roar is pretty good too. Ash in hand is definitely, actually that's pretty nuts. Yeah, I think that's pretty good to end on. With Sunlight and Mira, I don't know specifically what those are. Let me go ahead and see if I could pull that up. Sunlight. Oh yeah, Sunlight Wolf, that's what I was figuring. What's the Mira though? That is I don't know what the Mira is, but yeah, Sunlight. Is the Sunlight really relevant? The Sunlight's only on the field to activate the Roar. And if I remember correctly, the Roar is the counter trap, right? Dang it. I'm gonna just search out counter trap. There you go. Yeah, it is a counter trap. Okay, yeah, that's still pretty good. I say that's good. For one, it goes around the Dark Ruler stuff and other things that could stop it. That's how around it. Oh, that's limited to 1. Is that? Oh, Mirage Stallion. That's what you meant. Mirage Stallion. Got it. Yeah, that's not bad either. Having that on the board is pretty good. If they out your board with Mirage Stallion, I believe it does trigger its effect, correct? Let's see. Oh, God. There you go. So let's see. If this XYZ summoned card is sent to the graveyard as material for the link summon of a Salamangreat monster. Okay, never mind. I thought it was whenever it got sent to the graveyard, but it has to be sent as material. Okay, never mind. So it's not ideal, but it does pose a threat. I believe back in 2019, if you just had a Mirage Stallion on the field, they had to out the Mirage Stallion before your turn comes up, or else you'll just extend harder. So it does force them to out your board. Kind of like waste resources to try to do so. I mean, they'll try to anyways, but they had to also play around the Roar and things like that. So honestly, I don't think that's a bad board, but that does sound a lot like a 2019 board. Now I'm thinking about it. Is that good enough for this day and age? Probably. Just to have like 1 negate around like cards that could blanket negate stuff. Like we're talking like Forbidden Droplets, the Dark Ruler stuff. Like people are gonna probably run that. If you're not getting nibbed or ashed or anything during your turn, you probably have a way to like stop their plays. That's what I think, at least. I don't play metal a lot, so I don't know if like Drytron could go past one again. I'm pretty sure they can, honestly. So maybe against Drytron, of course, that's... I mean, anything against Drytron has a hard time. I feel like Drytron is still like the top deck. The only reason why it's not top is because everyone's citing outs to it. It's like everyone's citing in the Drolls, everyone's citing in probably the Ghost as well. Not thinking about it, just to like get that Gamma out. So like yeah, it's hard to compare to Drytron when they're like the best deck. So yeah, I mean, I'm throwing all these thoughts at you. Let me know what your thoughts are as well. Okay, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm not seeing the combo line with the Y-Strix. I feel like if we're starting off with a rank 3 play, it doesn't really go anywhere. In terms of the Y-Strix. Yeah. But now that I'm thinking about it, what's, there has to be the same rank too, yeah? With the same rank. That's the part that sucks. Because I cannot think of a way to, with 2 level 3 monsters on field, get to the combo and get ourselves a... At the same time too, does it really matter? Ending on a Rusty, and then what can we do later on? Oh, you know what? I have a thought. Can Farfa banish your monsters? It's kind of a funny thought. Target one monster in the field, banish it until the end phase. That's kind of funny. What if we send a Farfa to banish our Rusty Bardiche to get ourselves a free spot to get our some more play going? That's a thought, but it's not a good thought, honestly. Let's see. So sure, we Farfa away our Rusty Bardiche. That opens up our slot for the Y-Strix to be in the top zone, and then gets ourselves a Samorg in the top zone as well to protect our Apex Avian, to protect our other monsters that are Wing Beast. Does that really matter though? I mean, we're still struggling with the fact... Actually, no, we're not struggling so much with that. Honestly, I might not hate that plan. To end on some Morg, then a Apex Avian with just 2 level 3 monsters on the field, and then returning the Rusty Bardiche to a better zone does not feel bad. So let me think about the process. So forget the 4... Well, actually, we do need the 4 Strix still, just so that we could get a Winged Beast monster and a Cherubini to get out. Actually, wait. No, we could do better. We could do better. No, we can only do that effect once. Damn. Okay. What's another Raid Raptor card we could use? So here's the funnies. Once we get something like Fuzzy Lanius, sure. So we go into the 4 Strix. Search out one of these Raid Raptor cards. We go into the Y Strix. Oh, we have to go into the Y Strix with the Raider's Wing. Damn it. That feels bad. Because I was thinking we could end on a Samorg Apex Avian plus a Dragoon. If we could do that, that'd be so like stupid funny. Just like exploding the board. If this is what the deck is all about, then we're gonna try for it. Explode the board. Honestly though, if I'm gonna go for that, can we go for a level 3 Raid Raptor that can help extend? So if all monsters you control are Raid Raptors, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's a level 3 at the very least, that's what matters. Let's see though. So we have that. We can search this card. If all monsters you control Raid Raptor... Oh, we can't even summon it with an established board, so never mind. Let's go monsters 3 and let's see what choices we have in terms of Raid Raptors that are level 3. If this card is attached, nope. It doesn't special summon itself. That's the problem here. So it looks like this. If all monsters you control are Raid Raptors, are we really not going to summon the Cherubini though? Because we could maybe Farfa away our Rusty Bardiche, which leaves us with whatever advantage we got from Rusty. But how would we even Farfa our Rusty? Because the only reasonable way we could do that is if we sear into a Farfa, link away the Farfa and the Burning Abyss Cherubini into the Rusty Bardiche, which will immediately trigger the Farfa to banish the Rusty Bardiche away, which we don't want to do because we want to activate the effect before that happens. So no, we can't do that. Farfa was a nice plan, but not exactly the end all. So we're not gonna Farfa away our Rusty Bardiche, unfortunately. We could probably still end on a like Simorgh. That becomes harder to do though because we only have 2 arrows pointing left and right. That's the problem with Rusty. He only has 2 arrow placements. We don't have to summon Cherubini into that zone, but we're probably gonna dedicate our zone to Simorgh and Averte. Okay, so Cherubini. At the same time too, why not just end on like a Crusadia Avermax? Yeah. Why not just end on that? No. I'm thinking Verte's still better. If you could do Verte and then the IP Masquerena, that would just be the better alternative. But we cannot choose our options here like that. If you could just summon 1 more monster, and I feel like maybe the Forstrix is the way to go for that. Yeah. So we summon the Forstrix, we get the Raider's Wing, we special summon the Raider's Wing using our Forstrix. We could then link this Forstrix, and it could be the Cherubini or it could be the Raider's Wing. We could link them away for... Is that, at that point, are we just going for the same combo? It feels like we're going for the same combo. We're stuck. We're basically stuck. Actually, not exactly. Not entirely. We go to Wystrix. The Wystrix can search us out a Darkwing Beast that we can special summon to the field. We could use that to get into some more play, but we still need one more extender to get ourselves into a Verte and Dragoon play. So I think, is adding all these cards worth it just to get into a Dragoon play? I don't think so. Also, the Raid Raptor synergizes with the Phantom Knight's rank of magic, so that's not too bad. Just having the Wystrix in the game. You can do a test hand with the deck. In solo, yeah, I could do that, and I think I'm going to. After we decide on what combo line we want to go for, we were going to stick with this. Appaloosa is hard to pass on, but I mean, Dragoon is also nice as well. We could take out the Nightmare. It is disruption, and it's an easy one to get at that. Actually, that might be a better disruptor than anything I'm thinking of. Yeah, let's get ourselves a level 4 Raid Raptor that can special summon itself from the hand. That will be this card. Yeah, the Fuzzy Lanius. If you control a Raid Raptor monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Raid Raptor Fuzzy Lanius from your deck to your hand. I didn't know that. Why is that such a good card? Is it only 1 effect per turn? No, you can only use each effect of Raid Raptor once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this except Raid Raptors. There you go. That's why. Goodbye. I had a feeling it was too good to be true. Alright, what's the other card then that I'm thinking of? Is this a Signing Lanius? If you control a face of exceeds a monster, special summon this card. Yep, that's what I'm thinking of. Actually, these both require an exceeds monster, which is kind of bad. Is there another card that we can add? Nope. Nope. If you control a dark monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except dark monsters. That prevents us from going into some more plays. But it doesn't really... It's a consideration. We'll still put it there. Special summon, but it requires damage. Target for an attack. Nope, don't care about that. During your main phase, this card's in the graveyard. That's good, but it needs to be special summonable from the hand. That's the important part. Okay. So let's go into level 2 monsters that can special summon themselves. Actually, I think it was a level 1 that could do it. It's going to be stupid, but it might be the best option we have. If this card's in your hand, you can target 1 Raid Raptor monster you control that has a level, take damage, and if you do, special summon this card, and if you do that, this card's level becomes the current level of the targeted monster. Okay. Okay. So the way I'm thinking about it is, yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, I can't summon this. How about the last tricks? Did I skip a part where it can special summon itself in the hand? Contribute this card to special summon. Oh, there it is. Special summon this card from your hand, but while you, if it, oh, battles. Never mind. Saving Grace, level 2. Let's see if we got. Nope. Okay. So how about 5 or higher? What are we looking at here? This one? No. All right. So we are stuck there. So we basically have these 3 options to choose from realistically. All of which requires an Exceeds monster, which we're probably going to have to link away for the White Strix. So kind of dead in that at that point. Maybe I could just use a White Strix to get an extra card in hand, but it still feels bad. Like, unless I could get Apex Avian and the Verte, this feels like a worse Verte. That's the problem with this whole play here. So it's like, you can't really do much else. Ah, that sucks. Okay. I can't think of a way to improve on that. So I guess we're going to be stuck with what we got here. It really just requires 1 Wing Beast, though. Honestly, I don't even think... I think I could just run it without the combo. So if I just run some Morg, and I just search out the Raider's Wing, or if I had the Raider's Wing in hand, I could summon it to the field, summon out some Morg, and get myself an Apex from the deck. This is very searchable, because it's a Phantom Knight card. So, it's not terrible. I could go into the Force... Oh, actually, I don't even need to go into a Force Strix. I could actually go into a Dark Rebellion Exceeds, detach for the Raider's Wing, use the Raider's Wing and a Cherubini for the Bird of Sovereign, and then get ourselves the Apex. So yeah, that's not bad, all things considered. Maybe I'm thinking too hard on this. Maybe I don't have to combo hard. I could just fall into the scenario where I could summon the Samorg, and that feels like the right play to make. What's good too is maybe the Levier can get my Raid Raptor if it gets banished, but that's speaking ahead of myself here. I'll keep this just in case I change my mind on that. But what can we get rid of as a result? I think we're basically filling ourselves up with a little bit of a bricks here. I mean, okay, we're getting rid of this card for sure. Yeah, so we have like technically 5 bricks. Not really bricks. I mean, this one is important. This can get us into plays. This could get us into plays. We're realistically running 4 bricks overall. I think... Ooh, are we going to reduce ourselves to 4 hand traps? Bell? Yeah, thinking about removing the bell too. I was thinking the same thing. Dropping this to 2 and 2 just in case so that we don't draw like 2 copies of it, but still have variety if you draw multiple. Let's see. E-Telly is good for extenders. I'm going to organize this by extenders here. So we have Tour. We have the normal summonable monsters that we want. So these are the 4 we want to draw into. We have our extenders in the form of Kagamusha, the Psychic Wielders, and the E-Telly alongside the reinforcement of the army, acting as either extender or combo starter. These are part of the... This is part of the combo. I don't think this is... These are also bricks, funny enough, now that I'm thinking about it. Really, the graph is a brick, because if we draw into the Seer... No, they're both bricks. We draw into either of these, and the combo line into Rusty Bardiche is dead. I'm pretty sure. Unless we could somehow discard these cards to the graveyard in a timely manner. Then they're kind of bricks. So we keep going. And the dangers... Oh yeah, the dangers, you're right. So the dangers are extenders. The Snake more than the Jackalope, but they're both pretty good extenders otherwise. These are extenders. These have to be normal summons alongside everything else. I believe this could be an extender though, so this can justify as an extender. And everything else is just hard normal summon. So we got like 14 cards that extend, 7 cards that start the combo, 1 card starters. Yeah, Boots is considered an extender as well. Let's see, anything else? Everything else just has to be alongside that. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of extenders. 14 extenders is pretty good. Sorry, not 14, 13, because this does not count. Yeah, these don't special summon themselves, do they? I don't think so. It honestly makes me want to run more Stained Greaves. Also, this also special summons from the grave too, right? If another Phantom Knight card in your graveyard is banished while it's in the grave, special summon this card, and they could each be used once per turn. I want to use each of them once per turn, so I do want to send this card to the grave. I really only want to send this card in the grave to extend, though. That's if I draw into this. Damn, okay. Trying to think again. Alright, I guess we're fine with all these extenders. Maybe we have too many extenders, honestly. Maybe we could cut down on extenders to get other combo cards in. We of course need these. Drawing into any of these is fine. I think drawing this late is terrible, but this is our way to extend. So technically this is another brick, honestly. If you're past the first turn, this is pretty much a brick. Oh, actually not really. These all banish for effect. So no, this is live regardless. So technically this is an extender as well. Okay, I'll accept that. This could be an extender, but it's a level 4 extender. These both are level 4 extenders, so it's kind of rough. All these are all these are extenders as well. Okay. So that's pretty good. So I could count these as extenders if I get them into the grave. How do I get them into the grave? I could maybe, is Rusty Bardiche any card? Send one Phantom Knight's monster. Okay, so it doesn't send any card. Curious can probably send this card, but we already justified Curious as not being included in the main deck. We could take this out. Damn, Utopic Future and Draco Future. Is that more likely than Simorgh? That's my thought right now. So is this 2-card combo more likely than this one? It's not really. This is basically taking up 2 extra deck spaces, but not taking up a main deck space, which is probably better, all things considered. But this is an Omni Negate that keeps persisting as a threat as you go on and on. So it's hard to justify one or the other. I feel like they both have their niches. I think this is probably the one I'm going to go with for this gimmick. Just because the Raiders Knight. I don't know what other reason would you have the Raiders wing in the deck? Just for a like rank 4 play? Oh, it does protect the monster. An XYZ monster whose original attribute is dark and has this card as material. Oh wow. Okay, that's kind of unique. Typically when it comes to cards that give effects as material, it normally reads like if this card was summoned using this card as material. But this card doesn't care. It's if it has this card as material in general. So you could stack on it and it will still have this protection of your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. That's pretty nice. So getting this card along with Utopic Draco Future basically is the same advantage as getting a Apex Avian targeted by the Simorgh. Of course not the Omni Negate, but the recurable Omni Negate, mind you. It negates once, but it can negate multiple times, in theory. So yeah, Oh, also it could summon out the Raid Raptor wing, right? During the end phase of the opponent's turn. That's pretty funny too. If they don't do anything to our board, we could special summon another Raider's wing. Is there another winged beast monster that we can add to the deck? Oh, is there an extender actually that's in the form of a winged beast? Let's find out. A level 3 winged beast that can be an extender. Oh, that's quite a bit. I feel like the black wings can offer that, right? There's a lot of them. Oh, Crane, that's right. That's funny. We could do that, right, guys? Crane. Oh my god, that's pretty funny. It has its effects negated too, so this could work with the Burning Abyss stuff. But it's not good going first. It's definitely going good like later in the game, just as like a 1-card extender, and it's a winged beast that can be summoned by some more just to get us an extra body on board. But other than that, no, we'll keep looking. But that's a funny thought. I'll add that into there. Let's see. In face of Gusto, let's go with new first. Gusto, Raid Raptor. Okay, we already read this card though. No. If all monsters you control are Raid Raptor monsters, so no, that's not gonna. Well, no, we're not gonna add that. Let's see. Wait, when this card is normal summon, send one some more card from your deck to the graveyard. No. If this card is special summon, no. If this card is attached from an XYZ monster, no. Return one tribute summon monster you control, special summon this, no. Let's see. During the end phase, if this card's in a graveyard because it was sent there from the field this turn, you can add one Black Wing monster from your deck. That's pretty funny, but no, it doesn't summon itself. That's the point we need. We need cards that can special summon themselves to the hand, from the hand or deck to the field. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. Nope. Oh, we should be only looking for effect monsters too. So that lowers it down a lot. Stealth Bird, nice. Target one face of defense, discard and equip it. No, it doesn't special summon itself. Doesn't special summon, neither does that. Neither does that. Okay, and the last bit of cards are here, which none of these summon themselves. Maybe this one. Special summon this card from your hand. If this card is added from your deck to your hand by a card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Cannot be used as a sync material. Okay. I don't think we're ever gonna search it though. I don't think this is searchable in our deck. It would be if we ran the 4 Strix. Other than that though, no, it doesn't. It's not searchable. So we'll keep going. We'll just keep going. When your opponent declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card. No. Okay, so there's no extenders in the form of a level 3 Winged Beast. Unfortunately. I mean, maybe we could look into level 4 Winged Beasts that special summon themselves from the hand. Because we run Raider's Wing, because why not the other one? If this card's in your hand or graveyard, you contribute one beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast, and special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Why would we want to do that? What do? You can banish one level 4 lower Beast, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast monster from your deck until the end phase. This card's name, type, and attribute becomes the same as that banished monster. I don't think it's worth it. Let's see. I know most of these cards already, so it's probably not worth reading over them. Maybe control Dark Monster, you can special summon this card, and you cannot special summon another monster for the rest of the term except Dark Monsters. Okay, I guess it's not. That's not terrible. Why do you need more extenders? Actually, that's true. I don't really need more extenders. I'm thinking like if I keep this Morg in the field, I could in theory summon the Raider's Wing and then the Strange Lanius later on. So I could benefit from them. And what better way to benefit? If I could replace one of my existing extenders with a Winged Beast monster that can special summon itself, that would be the idea. But you're right, it only works if it's level 3. I couldn't find any level 3 Winged Beasts that can act as extenders, so there's no point in running the level 4 that acts as an extender, because we really need level 3 extenders specifically. So let's abandon the level 4 plan here. We'll keep that just in case. Anything else? We could really use the Forbidden Droplet for that matchup, for like general decks that could out our board. We don't want to be stopped by the Drytron boards. We don't want to be stopped by like anti-stun and just good disruptor overall. So we're keeping the 3. But what can we run instead? I mean, are we just running a 44 card deck? Is that the plan? It's not a bad plan, but yeah, you know what? Let's just keep a 44 deck plan and see what combos we can come up with. All right. So this is first turn. Yeah, it looks like damn. Oh no, we have reinforcement. We're good. We're good. Because I was gonna say if we discard the Phantom Knights, our combo is dead. But yeah, actually no, we could just actually if we do this, what are we gonna reinforcement? Because we could save ourselves a normal summon by getting. Oh, there you go. Forget saving a normal summon. Let's get this card to hand. The Phantom Knights of Torn Scales. Yeah, just run triple back to the front. Basically, our trap cards are back to the front in the deck, right? The Fog Blades and the Wing, the Phantom Knight Wing, they're all basically back to the front, but as a quick effect during either player's turn. So let's see. So we normal summon you, we discard a card. Discard this card. Look how it synergizes. I love it. To send a card to the grave. If they ash it, they ash it. We have the Phantom Knights to follow up and the Danger Shikinoko. They're not negating both of them. What are we sending to the grave though? Okay, so Send one Phantom Knights card from your deck to the graveyard, except that. Actually, I was wondering, why run the Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves? Why run this card? I don't know why this card's worth running, because it doesn't special summon itself to the field. All it does when it's ranked is give 1,000 attack boost. And all it does when it's in the grave is send another Phantom Knights card from your deck to the graveyard that you would otherwise have sent. Oh, but if you're limited to sending a monster, like with the Phantom Knights Torrent Scale, you could send a spell or trap instead. Is that the thought process behind that? To render Ragged Gloves just in case you need to send the trap card? We'll see if that comes up, but yeah, that's the only reason I could think of. Now that I'm reading through these cards again. This one doesn't care though. Send one Phantom Knight card. So, and I don't think. Let me read the Phantom Knight Rusty Bardiche. Yes, it does send one monster. So I guess that's the difference. If you want to send the gloves just so you could get a trap card into the grave faster, that makes sense. All right, I guess it could come up. So, but otherwise, I feel like that's a brick. It's like a level 3 that we have to use as a normal summon if that's not an extender in our hand. We could send, not the Silent Boots, we already have the Silent Boots. We're gonna send the Ancient Cloak to the grave. Then we could special summon the Tsushinoko, and we could special summon the Silent Boots. And this is where we go into combos like so. They're into the Cherubini. Oh, but that's a shame. The Cherubini, what does it send? Oh, it sends a Seer. Yes, it sends the Seer. No, the Graph. Sorry, it sends the Graph to special summon the Seer. Mixing up names here. Has to be in a zone it points to or else it'll destroy it, right? Monster this card points to cannot be destroyed by card effects. Perfect. So now we link these away for Rusty. And then we use it to, well, we use that effect along with this effect. Maybe the Chain Block, because we don't really care. Oh, no, we can't Chain Block. It doesn't do it on Link Summon. It does it on... It does it on... That does it on the summon. We have to manually activate this card, right? Yeah, I think so. So now we can declare this effect to go ahead and send... we already have the boots. We already have the gloves. I think we send something that helps extend in the grave, but what else can it be? Oh, is this the time where we send the Ragged Gloves when we got everything we need in the grave? Maybe. Maybe, actually. Let's send the Ragged Gloves to the grave and see if it actually comes up. Worst case, we'll replace it with the monster of choice, but I think right now this is the safest. Then we go well, we already had the Cherubim, we have that. We add ourselves, or we set ourselves in the field, the Shade Brigadine. Set that card. We banish the Cloak to search ourselves add one Phantom Knight card. The card of choice, I suppose, in this case, will be the Rank of Magic Forge to hand. And then we banish the Ancient Cloak. Oh, sorry, the Silent Boots. This time to add a monster to hand, right? Add one... No, that adds a Spell or Trap card. Okay, so we did that wrong. I thought it was Spell, Trap, and Monster. Okay, it doesn't matter. Good thing we check now. The Silent Boots only adds a Spell or Trap, so we want to use the Ancient Cloaks to get the monster to our hand. The monster of choice is going to be... Where are you? You. To hand. The Stained Greaves. We special summon the Phantom Knights. We special summon the Greaves. We then overlay these two. Oh, well, hold on. Hold that thought here. No, that's fine. Oh, but we want to add the Raider's Wing, right? So that we could go into other plays. Shoot, can we still do that? Can we still do that? Ooh. This is where we would, instead of sending this to the deck, so to top deck, this is where we could send the Raider's Wing to the grave instead. So there you go. So because it's always treated as a Phantom Knight card, it will be able to be sent by that effect. So that's perfect. So the Phantom Knight Rusty Bardiche can send the Raider's Wing. We overlay into the Rebellion. We detach. Can we? Okay, that's a brick in the grave, so we're gonna keep that there. We could detach this to special summon the Raider's Wing now. Alright. So this card's in your hand or graveyard, detach one material from your Dark Exceeds monster. Special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. That is fine, because we're going to special summon... Oh, and we should move this over here. But that sucks, because this is, again, this is just a worse Verte. This is just a worse Verte now. That's what sucks about this. Also, this gets banished. And I don't think there's any way to extend... Oh, wait. If a Phantom Knight's a special summon to your field, there's another effect this does, right? Yeah, I could possibly get this to summon. I could possibly get this to summon as well, right? You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one Phantom Knight monsters from your hand, except that... Okay, no, we can't do that. But we could do this. I believe this is why we have the Ragged Gloves now. Oh, no, no, no. We just do this early on in the combo. We banish so many times. We just special summon this card in the field. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Looking good. So the Phantom Knight Torn Scale gets summoned, and then we could use these two... Oh, this gets banished, right? But banish it when it leaves the field. Yeah, what a shame. We link these two off for a Verte. Oh, we can't do a Verte and a Simorgh. Verte stops us from activating Simorgh. Damn, that's why people don't do that. Is there a better... That's a good question. Now the question becomes, are we playing Verte or are we playing Simorgh? Because we can't play both. What will it be? Simorgh is less bricks in our deck, which I value a lot. I don't want to draw into this. Like, look, I draw into the Red Ice Fusion. I can't even activate the Verte. What am I even trying for? But regardless, like, yeah, having 3 bricks in our deck, whereas Simorgh can just get us our Apex Avian and offer us a negate or a potential like threat later on by summoning another Raider's Wing or summoning the likes like that. And we still have our like rank of magic stuff. Verte can be just in case. Yeah, that's true. If you don't have the play and you only have 2 monsters on field that don't equal level 3, then yeah, you could just end on a Verte. That's a good point. Damn. Yeah. That's I can't justify Simorgh any more than just Verte's too easy. Yeah, no Simorgh plays. That's a shame. Let's take out this. And in that case, is this worth running? Because I don't think this is worth running either. I mean, yeah, it offers protection, but you have to establish it on board. You can't... It summons itself when an Exceeds material exists on the field already. But you want this on the field before that, so that you can offer protection. So it's literally another extender. I guess it's fine as an extender, but nothing else. Yeah, I'll keep this just as an extender, because maybe I could go into Verte with it. Yeah, I think that's the only reason I'd run it, just to go into Verte. Honestly. That's a shame. Okay, well, with that being said, we got it down to 43. We'll keep running the rank of Magic Force because the Dark Rebellion play is the play that we can still do with the rank 4 engine. We hard draw it too. We can just search out a different Phantom Knights card, so it's not a brick really. The only brick that really comes up is... Actually, no, it doesn't really brick unless our plays get stopped. Then that's when it becomes a brick. Otherwise, that's fine. I think we're gonna go ahead and just simplify this a little more. Do we have to main the Harpies? It could come up. All right. So we'll keep it to 43. I guess it's fine. It's fine as like that. Yes, that is okay. I still debate whether the Ragged Gloves is worth playing, honestly. It's like, so what if it could send a trap to the grave? What's the point of that? I mean, to get a free body, but you would rather just send a monster that could get you a free body, no? Is special summoning that valuable? Like special summoning from the graveyard, that's the question. Because if I could send the Silent Boots and add oh, I guess I'll run out of targets by that point. Yeah, if I could send an Ancient Cloak to search out another Silent Boots, then that's the same thing as sending a Ragged Glove to send a Fog Blade to special summon a graveyard monster. So I think we could save space by getting rid of the Ragged Gloves, because that's the only value I see in it. The only value is that it could send a trap card into the grave to be used as a summon a monster from the grave. Like, so essentially this is a late game type of tech. And drawing into the hand otherwise is just terrible. I think I'm going to remove it. This might be the wrong call to make, but I'm going to remove it. I'm going to side it in instead, if it actually comes up. Utopic Dragon. We had the 3 Twin Twisters because we love to plus with the trade. Let's see. We're getting rid of that. The Crane's funny. I don't think anything really benefits off the Crane aside from just a free body on normal summon. This would have been good with the Samorg, but not at the moment. So let's go for that. Oh, that'd be funny if we like use our hand traps and then follow it up with a Crane. That'd be a pretty funny play if that's how desperate we're getting with our plays, but I don't think it's worth it otherwise. Stain Greaves, Evil Swarm Nightmare. Yeah, I'll keep that in the extra in the side. Sword is gone. We are justifying the wings instead. And we have the Droll in case of the matchup against the Drytron. What else do we run? Oh yeah, we're running the extra Ash and the Ghost Spell in case the matchup comes up. And these are just these are just 3 cards that we're not necessarily gonna tech in, but are just there for my recollection. We could go for then what else? What are we thinking? Oh yeah, and I should probably put this with the potential extenders here, but it's not really. It requires an Exceed monster in the field. Yeah, oh sorry, we're getting rid of this. That's right. So that's 42 now. More efficient. What other 3 cards can we add? I need 3. I'm gonna look at this guy as a side. So this is the deck. To anyone wondering, this is the deck profile I'm basing it off of. So I'm just looking at his side deck. Ooh, that's not a bad one. Anti-Spell Fragrance with the Imperial Order. We're only using the rank of magic, so if we really need a side hard against the matchup, then we could just get rid of it and just side into that. That's not bad. Nibiru, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Skullmeister. Why did he play Skullmeister? Pankratops, I guess. And that's just talking at that point. Okay. So I'm sold on the anti-spell. Oh, sorry. Anti-spell plus Imperial. That might be siding a little bit too hard on like the Striker matchup or the Invoked Shadal matchup, but it's something. So let's save the deck. And I think we're good to go. I'm going to do some solo hands for test runs, but how are you feeling, Mobile Ace? Are you ready for a duel? Let's go solo and test our hands. Alright, so Brick, I hate it, but that's the cost of running Verte. We can normal summon you, special summon you in response. Then we could go ahead and declare the effect by this. Oh, I don't want to discard the Magician. I guess I'm discarding the Wing. It's not good, and not a good disruptor anyways. This is where we send Spell and Trap. No, we send the Cloak first. Always the Cloak first. Where are you, Cloak? To grave. Perfect. Alright, now we have the 2 level 3s. We could go into the Cherubini to send... Yeah, I'll do all this fast. Summon a Cherubini, special summon the Graph with the Seer effect. Trade it for the Resty to use both effects up, and they're both in the grave now. So to grave. And where are you? To grave. So let's see. So with that in mind, now we look at our graveyard and see we have like 3 extenders here. We could go ahead and do some more. Let's go ahead and Rusty effect sending. What are we sending here? We don't have that extender in place, so we could go ahead and send the Cloak, but I think also the Raider's Wing is not a bad choice either. Now we're gonna do the Cloak though. We need the not the Cloak, the Silent Boots. We need the Silent Boots for this combo. For essentially this 2-card combo. And then we add ourselves the... Where are you? This to the field. So you ready? Special summon. Well, we don't do that just yet. We go ahead and banish the cloak, which triggers this. I don't know if it triggers, but it does allow it to activate on yeah, if this card activates in a new chain, which doesn't really matter. So find a card in the graveyard is banished while this card's in the graveyard. That is a, yeah, each effect hard once per turn, so it's fine. So we're gonna use this to add ourselves the, where are you? Oh, is this the card? Yeah, I think this is the card. This card to hand. And we could banish this card. What are we banishing this card for? We already have, oh yeah, we're banishing this card for the rank up Phantom Knight card. Rank up Magic Phantom Knights to hand. Ah, something got my eye again. It's fine. Well, I'll blink a lot, but it's fine. So now, oh, this could be the timing where I could summon this. So in response to the Torn Scale summon, I could just summon this card. It'll be level 4 still, but I feel like that's better. I mean, it only depends on whether this still counts as a Phantom Knight card. That's really the ruling question I have. I don't know if Shade Brigandine counts as a Phantom Knights card, but it does feel like it should. If that's the case, then this all should work out regardless. Link that away into a Dark Rebellion. This is where we had the Raiders Knight in the grave. We would trigger it, but we don't, so it's fine. We could then detach. No, we don't detach that. We just link away. This gets banished. For the Verte. Where's the Verte? Come on, Verte. There you are. Verte, declare effect to send this brick in my hand, unfortunately, so let's send that to grave. And send this to grave. And this to grave. To end on Dragoon. Admittedly, maybe I should go into the rank of Magic Force at this point. But if they don't Nibiru me at this point, actually maybe they Nibiru me after I activate the rank of Magic, because that'd make more sense. So we get set, shuffle our hands, set 2, and we're all in. So yeah, this is kind of the build. This is ideal given no extenders. So this is like, oh no, we did have one extender. We had the Kagemusha. What am I saying? We had the Kagemusha Knight, and what did we send? Oh, I guess yeah, okay, technically we did have one extender. This is all the result of one extender plus 2 level 3 monsters on the field. Okay, that's not terrible. So I see that it's fine. All right, so you ready, Mobile Ace? I don't know if you're starting up the duel. I'm just gonna do some more test hands. This is a painful hand. I guess Tsuchinoko effect, worst case, we pitch the Ash or the Harpy. I guess I could set the Harpy. Because I don't really care if this card gets away, right? If you control level 3 monster other than Psychic Tracker, you ready? Alright. So yeah, this would have been this is an easy level 2 and we'll be fine with that. Alright, so are you hosting or am I hosting? I could host, actually. Instead of waiting, I'll host. Alright. So, unfortunately, I don't have a setup that allows me to block the hand or stuff, so I'll trust that you're not looking for an honest duel here. You could have my chat thing on the side so you could hear me talking, at the very least. I'll try to talk in, like, ifs and, like, this and that's, so that I don't, like, give it away what I have in hand. Alright, so let's do it. Are you sure you're not stream sniping? That took a while. But go ahead. It would be nice to know your thoughts on whether this is a going first or second deck, but chances are it's a going first deck, yeah. Your move. Yeah. Let's see. You're good. Oh, did it do it? Okay. It's just lagging. Okay. Yes, because if you don't have an extender in hand, then you need to search out the boots. Makes sense. Oh, my duel is lagging. Yep, you're good. Yep, makes sense. And yep, you're good. Yep. So what does he combo into with this setup? So this is where he gets the ragged gloves, but what does the ragged gloves do? Excuse me, yep, go for it. You're using Boots effect. You haven't used it yet this turn, alright. Ah, okay, getting the Brigandine early, got it. Oh, I didn't set for Rusty. Oh yeah, you can just activate anytime. Sure, you. Yeah, I don't think that changes anything. Do it later. Yeah. Oh, what was the set? Is it Rusty? I missed it. So ragged glove. Oh, okay. No. I mean, like, what? I'll look at the logs. It's fine. Let's see. Sensed. Nope. That happens later. Yeah. Okay. Declare the effect. Nope. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Sense Phantom my Fogblade. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to the duel. Let's pay attention to the duel here. So he sent the Fogblade for this exact play here. Ah, okay. This is to get into an early Levianeer. The special summons out the cloak because it has an effect. Or just to reuse later on. Okay, I think it's mostly for reusing the effects. I getcha. So instead of... So this is how you reuse your effects. You're not just exploding your hand. Yeah, you're good. Alright, but it's still level 3 and a level 4, so chances are you're gonna go into like... Well, it can't be a Verte. Not yet, at least. So... Do you have a way to summon another level 4? Okay, alright. That's fair. Wow, what a top deck. So let's go standby main. I mean, this is as good as it gets, right? In terms of like bodying, here you go. What is your back row? Yeah, I figured I was a fog. 2 fog blades. Yikes. Jeez. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go for. Let's see. Yeah, we're going for it. Yeah. I had a feeling. And this is where the combo dies. Okay, so let's see. That's kind of a shame. Because anything I hit with this is not gonna last very long. Cherubini can protect itself when destroyed by battle to send one other card you control to the graveyard instead. So it's no point in really attacking the Cherubini unless I want to deal damage. But if I really want to deal damage, the Shade Brigandine will be the better option here. Yeah, honestly, that's... Is there something that this could do? Oh, no, no, no. I think I could go to some plays here. Oh, no, I don't think I can. Yikes. What plays? Oh, I still have this Mark in my extra deck. That's funny. Okay. Damn. So, this is a thinker. Okay, I think I have an idea as to what I can do. We're going to. Ah, damn. Okay. I feel like we have to negate this effect, but we have to also cut Bardish's effects too, a lot. So, okay, no, how about this? We can search out that card that could special summon itself out, but that does nothing else otherwise. Damn. My extra deck wasn't built for this exact scenario. This is why the guy ran the freaking Link Karibo. What a freaking play. Shoot. I mean, it doesn't even matter if I hit the Bardiche is a thing. The Bardiche can just revive itself with the Fog Blades. So, honestly, this is the only play I have. Yeah, let's do it. Activate. To send to the grave. I'll target this card. Alright. So with that being said, I will then use the effect. Yep, cut. Are you goo? Is there anything better I can add? Because this feels terrible. Honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna add anything that's worth, like... Yeah, I don't want to add anything that's worth anything. It's probably just gonna be like... Yeah, no, it's... I think I had to play the right strengths here. Let's just... add this to hand. Let's go ahead and battle phase attack. Alright. Main phase 2. 250 more since it's half. not really relevant, but yeah. But yeah. Alright, and then we're gonna set on main phase 2. Oh, I wonder what this could be. Go for it. Terrible. Just terrible. Alright, that was the mistype. Alright. Alright, I don't even think it matters. I like, he can already tell, like, I'm bricked so hard. Yeah, you're good. Nice, okay. So that locks you out of the Verte plays, but that sets you up for the Torn Scales, which is not bad. Oh, nice. Very nice. Pretty good. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Alright, Phantom Knight's a Torn Scale. Admittedly, I was probably better off just setting the droplet and passing, but I think it would have been too much advantage if he got away with the Cherubini. And I was hoping to get something else going. I think the only thing I could have done was... Yeah, I don't even think there was a way I could have outed at that point. My only saving grace would have been having a Link Karibo in my extra deck, so I need to get the Link Karibo in my extra deck. I'll replace that with a Samorg. Shoot. The Rusty is so good. I think I'm gonna have to activate it on this, but I'll take 21. Does he have it? Cosmic? What am I gonna draw to get myself out of this situation? Like, what can I realistically do here? Oh, right. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna special summon in defense. I could attack into the Shade Brigandine realistically, but that would just be more damage on my part. Pretty good. Targets? Itself and Fog. I'm gonna activate it on the rank. Yeah. I don't know how much that matters, but yeah. Yep. You're good. Yeah, this is explosive if I'm interrupted. This is like, no way I'm coming back from this. Yeah, get yourself a negate. Fair enough. Yeah, I was saving it for the Rusty. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. That's something I didn't expect. Like, what is this doing for me? What is this doing for me? Yeah, it's pretty much game, but it's like, this does nothing for me. Let's see. When it leaves the field, destroy this card. Okay. Interesting. You're good. You're good. Yeah, hey, early Robert. I'm getting wrecked. Oh, I drew terribly. And I'm pretty sure Mobile Ace knows that. But he can't help but go ham on his board. Yeah, I was thinking about attacking that. I don't know what this would have garnered him though. A big beat stick. Yes, that would be something that he could get. He would have been able to get that anyways, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Big boy that can negate monster effects, and I'm all about monster effects. Is this where you regret your life choices? Yeah. I'm regretting my life choices based on the hand I just drew. if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, then you'll understand what I mean. But I'll explain it later otherwise. What? Oh, let me read the logs. What attacked? Attacked the. Okay, got it. So that goes to grave. So he attacked with the Rusty Bardiche. He's gonna attack 3K, 600, and 500. I mean, banish. I have to do something or else I'm dead. So banish. Okay. All right. So this is gonna summon. Get out. Let's see. You can target one dark monster in the field. Change this card to defense position, and if you do that, change. Okay, sorry, I'm reading the wrong card. Add one defensive card from your deck to your hand. What can save me? Nothing can really save me right now. I mean, not that. It has to be a Phantom Knights card. I'm probably going to do... Yeah, maybe this card, honestly. What else can it be? It adds a spell and trap, which is not helpful in the slightest. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I mean, I guess this card. If another Phantom card in the graveyard is banished while this card's in your graveyard. Wait, what did I just do? No, two hand. But what card am I? Actually, maybe not thinking. Maybe rethinking that. God. I mean, I use it, I activate the effect. He could probably negate it. Not really doing much for me in the long run. You know what? I'll do it anyways. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Let's do that. We're gonna special summon this card. We could go for... What can we go for now? Cherubini has cost, but not like it really matters. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. Alright, declaring effect. This is cost, so it should allow me to send it to the grave. Right? You can send one level through a lower from your graveyard. Yeah. Okay, perfect. That sounds fine to me. I'm going to question you now. Yeah, I know. Given the scenario, it's gonna be interesting. So, to grave effect. Okay. It's all... You're gonna BRB when I get a drink? Sounds good. I hope I didn't read that too late. Alright. All's fair. Let's go ahead and keep rolling with it. Let's get into my own Rusty here. Declare... Oh, sorry. Declare... Okay, so far? Alright. Let's see. What can we do here realistically? That can't be linked. This do be a thinker. If he does something to this guy, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. And is it a cost? You can send one. Nope, that is not a cost. So let's declare the effect. Yeah. What you can do is right in front of you. Yeah. You're okay. Yeah, I know. Let's see. What do we send in this case? I need to check my graveyard now. It's not an ideal setup. I do still have I still have a trap in my grave. Realistically, I guess I could try to get out a big monster since I've gotten this far. What big monster would I even want? Yeah, you know what? I have. Let's see. Okay. It's definitely gonna be this guy, but I think I'm gonna also send. Which effect did I use already? I used both effect? Oh no, I used this effect early on, so I didn't use cloak yet. So I can go for it. We need to extend here. So let's go to cloak to grave. And we're just gonna set, sure, this to the spell and trap zone. Yeah. All right. So we could go ahead and yeah, I'm back. Getting a drink early. Yeah, it makes sense. We could banish this card to summon this card, then trigger this graveyard effect. I feel like that's the way to do it. So let's go ahead and banish. Oh, does that trigger by any card or another final card in your graveyard is banished? Okay. Let's go for that. Let's declare effect on this. Yeah, I feel like that's fine. A special summon you. From here, what the heck do we do? We could go for. Oh wow, okay. We may have. I don't know what we can do from this point. It's gonna be tricky. We did use up by normal summon. We did. The Rusty's just chilling there, like a good boy. I guess we could do that. Oh, that's not bad. We do gotta somehow get rid of this card, but what is this card? Now I have to read. Now I have to read. Alright, what does this big guy do entirely? You can detach when your opponents, destroy that card, Then you can special summon one XYZ monster from your graveyard. Interesting, okay. Okay, so he can special summon a monster from the graveyard. It's not going to be to a place it points to, unfortunately. But he does have Exceeds in the grave that could trigger. This one is still under Fogblade, and that back row might be the last disruption he realistically might have. So let's give it a shot. He can only respond to one of them. No, he can't. It's gonna be on the summon. Yeah, it has to be this. All right, overlay into this. This guy is gonna trigger, and we're gonna force that. He's gonna have to negate that. Unless that set card's the Fogblade that he hard drew, or maybe he set that up. Yeah, it do be a thinker. Yeah, it's not an easy choice. Do you not remember the card I added? Nope. Right, fair enough. So can't destroy that. I guess we're focusing on just. We could do that and then get that. Okay. So that will negate and destroy it. We're thinking a little bit further along here. Okay. Tough. All right. So I think the only realistic. Okay, I think I got it, but it's not gonna be easy. I know what to do. Yeah, I know it. I know you know what to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, If he uses the negate, then I'm kind of boned a little. Let's try it out anyways, because it doesn't really matter at this point. I have other plays in mind. Itself and Bardiche. Sure. Question, go for it. With Wing, it means Requiem isn't destroyed by card effects, right? It looked once the turn. This turn, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I recall. So I should really be targeting targeting Requiem. So yeah, Bardiche and Requiem. What was your thought though? Did you see the message above this one? So you okay, I did not. So you know that one game I wanted to play only because I wanted to do Yu-Gi-Oh there with you, Roblox. Yeah, I remember. Oh, that one game you wanted to play. I'm trying to remember that one. No, I don't think I do. Is it in Roblox? Oh, not sure. So Raiders, does that mean Requiem won't be destroyed from Raiders effect? So Raider, does that mean Requiem won't be destroyed from Raiders? It won't be destroyed by Bardiche effect. Lisa's effect. But it could be destroyed by Requiem. By another just one now. Yes, that sounds like it's correct. Let's see. And let me see what he said. Well, my friend drew my Roblox avatar and I love it. I can DM me a pic. Yeah, go for it. I mean, I don't know. Oh, wow. Wait, what? Allowing it? Oh, okay, it's gonna get destroyed anyways. Oh! What happened? What happened? When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can attach material and negate the activation, destroy that card, then you can special summon one. So yeah, Bardiche and Requiem. Oh, no. I meant itself and Requiem. I initially was targeting your Bardiche. Was a confusion. Still good? Good to resolve? Interesting. Let's see then. Well, I guess triggering the break sword effect, right? Target 2 of the Phantom Knight monster with the same level in your grave and special summon them. Good? Alright, so let's see what we could do with this here. We have to wipe the board. This board is disgusting, and he has a graveyard that is disgusting as well. I feel like at this point I have to wipe the board now. So let's do that. Let's overlay into. Oh, they're level 4s though. That's the problem. Okay. So I guess I only have this one to overlay into. This is the hard one's return too, right? Yeah, hard one's return on this. I guess we're detaching 2, is that right? Detach 1. Declaring the effect. To summon. This will be useless to summon, so it feels like the Arc Rebellion. and yeah, this actually cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can attach one material from this card. This gains attack. Yeah. Can't. You want to see my hand? You see my hand? That's what I had to work with. I don't know if I can DM you a pick. Yeah, DM me a pick. Yeah, so essentially what the problem was is that I drew 2 bricks. Yeah, is it trash? It is pretty much trash. The reason why I run these 2 bricks is so that I could play the Verte, which only requires 2 monsters, to get out a Dragoon that's an Omni Negate. That meaning that I could just negate their effects. Just like, wow, the only way to do that though is I had to run these 2 bricks and I had to use them in tandem with that effect monster. So drawing into them was like the worst thing. God, that was terrible. One more? I'm down for it. I'm down after a quick change. So we are making fundamental changes. Get this Zamorg out of here. We're gonna go ahead into a Link Spider. Like, I can't believe it. At the end of the day, the deck that he built was basically the deck to run. I still don't see the Ragged Glove benefits, and the Raider's Wing, it's an extender. That's the best I can think of for that card. But yeah, alright, we're good. I think we're good. Okay, hold on, and you're gonna send me that message soon. Yeah, I have one more game on me, and I think I'm gonna have to close out the stream because I do want to leave a little bit early tonight to where I need to go. So let's do one more duel. I hope I got... Oh, shoot, did I save? I don't remember if I saved. Oh, I saved, alright. Yeah. You have sent it? Yep, awesome. I'll check it out real quick just to make sure. I'm pretty sure I could show it to the stream as well, if you'd like me to. Let's do it. Oh, it's direct. Got it. What? I'm not familiar with this. Oh, Mobile Ace is already dueling. Okay, cool. What does this look supposed to be? Let me see if I could copy the link and show it. Is it okay if I show it to the stream? I won't get it? Alright. Maybe the other viewers won't either, so that's pretty cool. Oh, going first or second. I think going first is the play. Go for it. I'll show it after the stream. I have it right there to remind myself that I won't forget. What a hand! What a hand. Let's start with normal summon you. Special summon you. Link away you two into the only level 3 that's worth running. See, that's the big change that I'm glad I made. Changing that from a droll really saved me. So let's go ahead and send this to the grave. Realistically, knowing his deck, stopping this won't be the ideal play, but stopping this might. Good? Yeah. So this is good. We could continue forward, but yeah. Doing that. We're gonna link away into the rest. Declare the effect to special summon. The good old classic play is here. Okay. All right. No responses. Got it. Declare. Let's go ahead and send. What are we sending to the grave here? I think we send. Well, I have to look at the grave again. We don't have an established setup here, so we gotta send the cloak, correct? Shoot, what's the play here? Send the cloak to get the boots. Are we doing anything different? Oh, no, yeah. We're sending the cloaks. No, we can send the boots. We can send the boots. But why would I want to send the boots, though? I can send the cloak to get the... Oh, I'm thinking of different plays now, so let's just do my play and we'll see how that works out. This gets us... No, wrong one. It has to be the cloak. All right, and we'll set this card. All right, set. So this is completely different than his way of doing it, which I honestly think is worse than his way, seeing what he got in the first turn, but I'm gonna still try my way anyways. We're gonna banish for effect, okay? Okay, oh yeah, that's right, he has no responses. So we're gonna do that. That adds a Phantom Knight card to the hand, so we're gonna get out this guy to hand. All right, so now we're gonna activate this to special summon it, declare the effect of this however I can to special summon this to, oh, I missed a step. Oh, I missed a step. Oh, that sucks. That's why I needed that. Okay. There is a step missing in this, apparently. Missing in this, it seems. Oh, my misplay. I think we could just... Oh, this gets banished, I think. Two grave, two grave, two grave, and we could just go for an Appaloosa, I suppose. We'll set one and pass. It's not terrible. Oh, I should mention too, it's like a 3. Nice. I'm pretty sure it blows away. Again? Interesting. Why again? Okay. Oh god, he's not playing Phantom Knights. He's playing a different deck. Okay. Alright, you're good. Where is it? There it is. Oh, wait. Wait. Wait, actually. Actually. Yeah, I should have figured. This can be responded to, yeah. Yeah, I forgot that that was a card you could summon. Like, yeah, sure, go into your Link plays. I'll stop it there. No, like, no, you don't want to do that. Let's see. Standby phase. Okay. I think it has no attack points anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the better target. Yeah. Let's see then. All right, only while that's on the field, but that doesn't really matter because we can't link it away anyways. How could we get... I mean, we can't get rid of it traditionally. Okay. We got no extenders in the grave. Shoot. I actually think this is the only realistic play I have. Let me think. Negate that face of monster effect. Let me catch up to your... I think that's a spider. Or why is there a black dot on your green screen and it's moving? Oh, it is? Oh, I didn't even realize that. I'll have to check on that later. But yeah, it is... it's probably because the lighting is different setup. It doesn't green screen perfect. Excuse me, it doesn't green screen perfectly. Then banish one of the negate that face of monster's effects. That face of monster cannot attack. Also monsters... Okay. I honestly think this is the only way around this issue. Yeah, this is dumb. This is so dumb. This is gonna be dumb. Assuming that this is the only play I have, and yes, this is the only play I have. Let's declare the effects. Good? chain. Now I believe it. Now it should resolve. Resolve, right? That's a good question. Would that actually resolve? Because technically it was negated when activated. I'm not too sure though. It is a continuous effect, so maybe it doesn't apply. That's the confusion I have with this type of ruling. I'll have... Should we look up the ruling? Or is it safe to say this resolves? Yeah, because this is a tricky one. Because technically it was negated while on the field, but because it's a continuous trap, it shouldn't necessarily like linger like that. But that's the question I have. Because it's like this, it's like similar with like what's the card I'm thinking of? Infinite Impermanence. I believe that would negate permanently even if you send it away to the grave. But because this is a continuous effect, I don't think it works the same way. I'm wondering if it still negates past leap since it's a continuous trap and doesn't necessarily linger like Amphib. Alright, he's got a ruling here. When I activate the Archer Bead, but my opponent changes call the 100 special. Well, no, that's not the ruling. Let's see which. Too lazy to read it, but there. Which bullet point? Shoot, I lost the link. The card effect that sends one phantom to your grave and a set phantomized spell is an ignition. Sending from your deck and grave, if it does not happen simultaneously, this card is destroyed. This can affect some gap in Magic Cosmos. Let me see. The link. Read all of it. I don't know which one. I don't think it brings it up. But I'll check. Let's see. Oh, wrong link again. This is the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to look up these rulings, but you do not set it kind of. So, when special Dr. Morg, I think the right card to look up is the Phantom Knights. What's the card? Fogblade. Phantom Knights Fogblade is a card we have to look up. There it. Oh. Fog's Blade. All right, let me catch into the chat a little bit so I can actually see what's going on. Hey there, Shadow Boy. You alone? Nope, all in real life. But I'm talking to Parlour. Okay, well, I'm gonna go somewhere, so I'm gonna leave. But before I do, now I'm leaving. Negate isn't a linger effect unless it says so. So it's safe to activate. Oh, okay, so you're understanding the ruling that's going on. So what I'm trying to do is I activated the effect Forbidden Droplets my Rusty Bardiche. That was fog bladed currently. So the question is, does it resolve or does it not? All right, see ya, early Robert. Ruling here, looking up. So let's see, we have the thing here. Let's see, negates. Target how did it resolve? Gemini, only monster, Dark Rebellion, Royal Decree. If I face up a command, target to activate. How about this? Scent. Leave the field. There you go. If face value max the opponent controls the target to activate. How does it resolve? Even in this case, the effect is applied normally. The opponent's monster targeted cannot attack. You cannot blah blah blah. Afterwards, when a monster targeted by Phantom leaves the field, Phantom Knight Blade is destroyed. No, it doesn't talk about the ruling. When the monster leaves the field, is not applied either. I can help there. All right, let's try it out. Let's go into the viewer chat. So,
I'm currently looking at the ruling. What is Fogblade's effect?
Helping with the ruling. What do you mean? The effect in words? Let's see.
What's Fogblade's effect?
So target one effect monster in the field, negate that face-up monster's effects. That face-up monster cannot attack. Also, monsters cannot target that face-up monster for attacks.
And what happened?
So he activated Fog Blades during the standby. During the main phase, I decided to activate the Bradish and then Chainlink 2, send it away with Forbidden Droplet, targeting his, not targeting, but his Neospace connector on the field. So should the effect resolve in that case, or does the Fog Blade still like negate it while it was activated? So my understanding is Infinite Impermanence would negate it if it was on the field and negated that way. But this is the continuous trap, so I don't think it applies the negation while it's lingering, so that's the confusion I'm having. Because it's a continuous trap, it might behave differently than Impermanence.
So, Fog Blade negated. Let me read Fog Blade real quick. Sorry.
Alright, so I'm looking into this and seeing, was XP summoned, was targeted by the effect. In this case, what happens to the Phantom Light Blog Blade, blah blah, that became... Yeah, I'm not getting anything out of this.
Okay, Phantom Knight's Fog Blade is technically an equip trap, actually.
Is it? There are traps
okay,
that equip.
Listen, a lot of equip spells have this effect. When it leaves the field, destroy this card. Or just in general, they get destroy themselves anyways.
Oh, okay, so trap cards that behave like that is what you're saying.
Yeah, so basically, if it's still negated, it wouldn't be negated anymore if Fog Blade's in a gray, from my understanding.
Okay, I'm guessing this is a ruling from, what's that card? Fiendish Chain?
No, this is just from reading the effects.
Oh, can you send me the link then?
No, I'm looking directly at the two cards, Forbidden Droplet and Phantom Knight's Fog Blade.
But no, like, solid ruling on that online, huh?
I didn't look up a ruling. I just looked up the two cards.
I couldn't find it either.
Phantom Knight's Fog Blade is a continuous effect as long as it's on the field. If it's in the grave, I think it's no longer applied.
Okay, maybe we should assume that it doesn't work until further notice. I just to play it safe, because I would like to have like a hard evidence to say that this is the case. It should yeah, rule it in your favor to continue this duel. We'll look into it later.
Actually, I will look into it while you're doing that duel.
That sounds good.
So Droplet was last in the chain, I believe, right?
Last in a chain, so Chainlink 2. It is also cost to send, so I don't know that's relevant, but yeah.
So you droppeted the hero that's on the field?
The Bardiche.
Or what did Fog Blade negate?
The Bardiche. I'm trying to resolve the Bardiche by sending it away as Chainlink 2. Technically, I should specify the Fog Blade wasn't chained in response. So that would be a different ruling, and I think that would go in my favor, that the target's fizzles and it wouldn't negate it at all. But let me think. Okay, I think I have another way to go about this.
If this negate is a continuous.
Okay. Because it's a continuous trap, I want to know if the ruling is still like the same. I think I'm basing it off of Skill Drain 2, which does behave differently than most of the like continuous trap-like effects. So let's see. Let's do that. I can't believe I'm having to do this. Let's go for... This is dumb. Actually, yeah, this makes the most sense. Declare to send to the grave to pop the Fog Blade. And then we could declare the effect. Good? And technically it's not co-linked, so I won't be able to draw. Unfortunate. Alright, so let's see. What are we sending to the grave this time? We wasted our
I'm
Appaloosa.
seeing no rulings about Fog Blade's negate lasting. So if it's into the grave, it's just gone then.
How about Fiendish Chain? Because that was the first continuous trap that had that text. Maybe that would have more rulings on it. Mm-hmm.
Fiendish chain rulings.
We could go for a spell and trap, so we're gonna go for you to grave, to set. What am I setting? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter now. We could set to spell and trap here. Set.
Forbidden Chalice has a drawback of only lasting until the end phase, while Fiendish Chain paralyzes your opponent's monster for as long as it remains on the field.
As long as it remains on the field. Okay, so when it wait, is that what the text says on it, or is that a ruling?
It's comparing Chalice and Fiendish Chain. Forbidden Chalice has the drawback of only lasting until the end phase, while Fiendish Chain paralyzes your opponent's monster for as long as it remains on the field.
So that sounds like it would be in my favor, assuming that that's the same ruling.
I'm going to continue reading on Fiendish Chain
Go
real
for
quick,
it.
just in case.
Oh, man. I don't even think I got like a good play after this, do I? No, I do not.
Skill Drain has the drawback of negating all your own monsters' effects. The effects of Fiendish Chain, on the other hand, can be controlled more easily. You can choose the monster you want to see affected by Fiendish Chain, and your monsters will keep all their effects.
I mean, I guess I'll do this. And then special summon it, sure. And then 2 gray for these 2. And to avert, yeah. Well, actually, before I do,
I think this can work as evidence. Fiendish Chain negates effects while they're on the field with Fiendish Chain,
I'm going for
but doesn't negate the effects that take place while the monster is off the field. It also doesn't stop opponents from activating their monster's effects. This means that your opponent can still activate their effect of Stardust Dragon or Exiled Force. So basically, anything that has a cost can still activate, just anything after the cost cannot activate. So I'm thinking this is the same with Fiendish Chain. While Fiendish Chain is in a grave, it no longer affects the monster.
Yeah, that sounds right. From what I understood of it, because I am also trying to duel as well.
So, yeah, Fog. In short terms, Fog Blade's no longer active.
No card to discard.
I had to look up 3 different cards, sorry. Look at me getting my amount of cards wrong. When you're the one paying attention to the duel.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's difficult. Can you send me that link though, so I can know for sure, or at least post it in here?
I will go ahead and send you card rulings on it if I can find it again.
Yeah.
Here it is. Konami.com articles of Fiendish Chain. And I have lost.
Okay. Oh, so by the way, I should go ahead and post the Discord link to anyone still watching if they want to join the viewers chat to let us know how wrong we are.
There is the article.
All right, so let's see. This is look at that. This is actually looks official. That's pretty cool. Let's see. So,
okay, if you scroll down, right below the 3 cards. Skill Drain has the drawbacks of negating all your own monsters' effects. The effects of Fiendish Chain, on the other hand, can be controlled more easily. Get to choose your monsters. Right after that, Forbidden Chalice has the drawback of lasting until the end phase, while Fiendish Chain paralyzes opponents as long as it remains on the field. And then the very... If we keep looking around...
I mean, I guess that doesn't confirm that ruling either, though.
I'm just saying, like, it might just... It's the most evidence we have to confirm
true.
that it works the opposite way. So
Yeah. Because it might not be assuming the case of like you're attributing your monster away for it might be just assuming like once you get rid of the Fiendish chain, then it's back live, which that makes sense. But when
that's what it's saying.
yeah,
Whenever Fiendish chain is no longer on the field, the monster is alive again, and you can use its effects.
Yeah, it doesn't really answer the question of whether activated effects that are still under Fiendish chain will resolve. It just means that when Fiendish chain leaves the field, it will resolve properly.
No, any effect that is currently under Fiendish chain while Fiendish chain is on the field cannot resolve except for the cost.
Mm-hmm. No,
the cost is the only thing that can resolve.
I want to say this is. Okay, I think I'll work with that.
Yeah,
I could look into it more later if it comes up again, but. Yeah,
that's the best help I can give you.
Yeah, no, I understand, and it's not easy to look up these damn rulings when they don't have an official website for this. So thank you for the help.
No problem.
And hopefully any viewer there learned something too, or maybe we're saying it wrong. We still actually, I don't know, I don't feel solid with this, but it's the best we got for now. So. I mean, with that, I'm probably going to end the stream now, so go ahead and if you want to say any last thoughts. I was just about to start
building a new deck.
Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, I should mention it to you and whoever is watching too. I won't be here for game night tonight. I do have plans today, so I know. I mean, game night will still be here, but I'll just have to be like in the sidelines, like just responding to messages. That's about all I can really do. While I'm busy.
You able to duel like around now still? At least?
I have to leave pretty early, which is like 10 minutes at least before 9 is kind of what I'm aiming at, which is like right now. If I want to make it to where I need to get to on time. So yeah, I'll be away from the computer and I won't be able to have time to do it right now. Had you came in sooner though.
Bye.
All right, but with that being said though, thank everybody for watching, and I'll probably just close it off this time. I believe I sent the Discord link, so if you want to go ahead and join the game night, feel free to do so. It is in the chat. Go ahead.
Why don't you keep the stream alive and I'll just be here talking to everybody?
Totally.
Let me take control of your stream for now.
Yeah, like take over for me, man. I mean, it typically ends at 9
keep it running
anyways.
for 24 hours. Why not?
That'll be the easy way to do it. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Just like make a stream that's live, and anybody who joins the Discord can say whatever the heck they want on the stream.
Well, not anything. We still have to abide by Twitch terms of service.
I mean, whoever owns the account has to. Yeah. It's probably not the best idea, but if you want to throw away an account for that idea, then hell, there you go. Whoever's watching can take it.
What you're saying is, if you want me to, I can say some dumb shit right now that breaks Twitch's terms of service and get your account banned.
All right, see you, everybody.